I think I heard John Dramani Mahama say that Nana Akufo-Addo should go ahead and sign. I heard John Dramani Mahama also talk against LGBTQI+ in opposition. Has he changed from what he promised the people?
Hey, therefore, during Nana Akufo-Addo time, Trumu Homra, Eyadia, Honorable Sam George, Ofri, the camp of NDC, Eddie Jina Nana Konso said, Chinchina and Chain. Nana Penny Wasema, on pass a bill no, na Emrano and starting Yejuma, na say, ye chill, our Ghana says Sebi, Uye Trumu, Emrani new ni, and Yasam Kitwa. Ujina Nana Konso sa to the extent say, or more organize demonstration na. And until Asamba call Kaya me kindness say ya Papa Mahama ba. A done deal.
President Mahama has been clear that he will sign that bill, and he has no option than to sign that bill. President Mahama will know no peace from Sam George until he signs that bill. And he himself has said that to the clergy, that as a Christian, as a member of the Assemblies of God Church, he will sign that bill. President Mahama has read the bill. It's because he's read the bill that he told the clergy that when he becomes president, he will sign the bill, because President Mahama has no problem with anything in the bill.
Say, and then this for the chair, Juman about 12 years ago. Well, hopes Adorye, Eddie Jomama and the Yata from Nancy Copimso, 6 months of Jana from Frantoni and Penway because of Oko Warrior, no more Potoko Warrior, it's a leg then be a woman tea, and your palm or warrior that the first day near Pamono. And now most of our hopes in Namujin say, with Jan and Ananama airport. Ada nipa ni this mobile go airport akwa we di jomama na yiri nyina atem adi omo atem 6 months wakoka frafranto frafrantogu usunu banti enu tie ne wo sori awani abre se afa ni ababa wo maami aba na papa ba na ba wo maami na papa ba akwa wo giti akwa we so wo ya bu
yes araf
no aba ma hu se Clean out free MPP mu no afa ni Matias se na omu deserve so mu yi wontem hopsin se wo so be ko so agimi se ya ye no so be agimi se ya se wo so be agimi se ya because let me say election dey wo wo ho kwa se ototo ya mpia kan de opebia kan transim na o person kan bia but after election se wo ye obi a wonnim nyansa na wo dasum ye so na wo dwin se nipa dwene a tiemi ha honorable Kennedy Japan ebra wa yo mi sense me ba ya okunya nkrata me pa cho o de ko ma okuje to abra kwa o de ko ma aban owo so otu ni hu si ho edi papa ne court enti wunim nipa 28 a o ma corruption mu na edi sika what are you waiting for so baba TV so no beka say ya na do ba ye MPP ba so ubejimi say ya ujimi wo ho ana we dem we be say ye do ko to silik enne ma enam so ama na edwin se o we so powerful to the extent e ma ma wo so e do ko rura security adwuma mu a emfaso bia ma wo so ukogu kanda pa ni mu ase wa ko set tribe we say wa broni esa ko gu kanda pa ni mu ase kwa for no reason. And I repeat, hear me, HOPESON ADORYE enye so bi na town Nemo said, "Oh, yeah, no, say, ya, na so by the and you know, so be say, ya." If you say, we are okay, me see, I say, what I can tell smart to am okay, and no crap back to say, him. And you remember video, what ye, and no crap back to say, him. Oka, not by and this is a number, not by a bantino, or cut the bostuno. Ana enipa 2080 ana o may say ana we dey also what temper media me wo more than na why say demrekutu no si ho o 28 what are you waiting for court kwanda ho straightforward na okuje to na recommend no nyansa be onim ono ne ho pra boss wa oto ho no okuje to be why yet see net Ghana. Yes, one single person who you to a bit with never to us. The officer, I MP before penny for the one, I MP for the or almost 7 omudia, picture and as we John Binti now quite a fan say me the I got to home na kwache no they will can I was so agree don't go use evidence go forward. What are you? Jimmy say ya Anna will it on the air now to what I'm now okay. Me short video in terms of me video no. Being me. And now what you want money Captain Smart can say. I Ebra Moba Bemono na we said the no matie now catching another say onye resafo eno ka ho bi o ka bibia chere na ado a Akufo-Addo no aka straightforward yate ase o ko gina wa wo prese yenye resafo na wo se wuni ne wo sire yen resafo wo mo na wo se wuni ene wo se ana yen resafo wo wa ko gina wo se yenye resafo na wo no nipa na wo se won de yen nyini firi ba bi wo no mpacho ono so oni yiri ni ma ade boni na motimi yesa said ye we ya ye wu a me ahyase a omu yi wu na ye me ya pa me can ada na ha me pa because how na wo ne communicate e wo social media ni ade no na ye friend but actually na class here esesen ya ye hu ade ko de nam so ye di yi wadi no ana me hu sa se ye nyina kwa nchen entwe o mani se ye nyan kan mu tutu ntetin kan ya mpa wa nya careful nti me hu na me so okay ani na eja na to na san do so mu na na ado eni wo se na ado obusuafo edi sika ma ye nchi wom eze bukuru ayira all of the sudden buku no ayira say den kan dis aba HOPESON for buku ko Mahama na won for na ado nkotum simple onfa aye Gabriel Chidakun kotum finance minister kotum oche hinye fa kotum achimfo na yefo ngugum ne de obewe ahon batoro no ade a woye obebu hu aten rough ye nye campaign bi mu ya to aba na wi ma wi ni ye ni de ye se oye campaign ma NDC mo party wi ni hete wo ye NDC ni yenim ala ye NDC ni yenna yenim mo party abapawa. What are you waiting for? Buku no is academy na. Fa buku ni pie enimanimu ya. Na fa koma okuyeto. Fa koma okuyeto bra kwa se adwapade bia na nado en na busuafo asesa. Ah na se wo buku mu a wo se wo da na wo da no. Fa kokoma no na ye okuyeto enkofa na nado eni Gabriel Chidakun. Eni esanti bedietu no mu ye fo mu nengogu sawom. Even some qualities. Yes, them empefron will be near for a gentleman for Mumia show myself because almost your mind abroad. Why? Now, count on Mama politics night time, Papa. This time, Mama politics at time, my dream was dream. Campaign, oh, who can say, kind of Obia or Hong ya to a baby, Bosume Mai, now the new president is so. Bosume Mai. Mafrasie, a different agenda. I'm a Ghana for who say Yarambaka, they could say we not Tonko for trim, and Susua, yen to for being good name, or Mampanico for time, the same thing. Ye shed on the power between HOPESON with me at Nakotum. So when me am for being Kotuma, over 2 baby here. Because Ghana mamremuno so be a corruption na hunu what you corrupt no what you go court why what me e go court ama e could nasem o try na come okuyeto so 28 mama bin kan ho e ya fa double kan na 40 fa bi kan na 48 why ko pe bi kan ho fa me kra bi kan ho na 48 ni emfe ne gugu ensawom ne ye musa kra fu gentuos no omo hye na wo ato nya no ano o presi nya resafo obi papa edidi o se watena wache ye mpam no unso tena hoche ye pam wo di a wo se mentiasie ebesi nda na wo call resafo na wo se Wunni no se na yego resafo mana.
Doctor dear.
Bwumia.
Dear now kai.
Bwumia. Bwumud.
You must be spiritual to honor that man. You must be spiritual to respect that man. You need to be spiritual to give thanks to God for blessing Ghana with a man like Dr. Mahmoud Bwumia. You won't understand. It is easy to think, oh, Nasa wedding kuguonti. It is not everyone that accepts defeat. It is not everyone that even honors their predecessors. So, Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bwumia, my name is Ibrahim Lamdi. I know you know me. My greetings to Hajia Samira. Thank you for hearing the voice of God and giving Ghana the peace we have today. Thank you, sir. Some of us, we know that you hear God. For what you did is a sign of someone who heard God. Many will not agree with you, but if God is on your side, that's okay. And what you did has earned you more respect and more love than you ever thought of. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Abusiamfo mamu nyina good evening ewo babia ohwemi bia mo akwa abasononko nso ede wo ba RAZ Media GH so meso sadofo waba adesede ba ko na mede srew se bomodena na share the video no emame na like video no nso eka ho na beka ye ho na yemfa dwumadie no ene emfa emehyehe so na ene nsem bebre ene wo fie ha said ye dabia ye kano nkontompo anase otrofo na nansini etia entro no udia na eduru ba bia na asan atia ye den aba betare wo so abusiamfo madika aka se papa ye fene Dr. Alhaji Mahama Bwumia oye nyankopon de bay achede kese e de magana mai na ye only yankan say lack of knowledge and ebe mo atin kese Dr. Bwumia onye an asset for Ghana. Hey abusia abatu ekotu ye yadi nkukuo MPP yadi nkukuo Dr. Alhaji Mahama Bwumia adi nkukuo me madi nkukuo MPP ni bia eden adi nkukuo bese wo Dr. Alhaji Mahama Bwumia kwanya ofaso ekasa after elections ni posture ni personal appearance ewo public kwanya ofaso kasa ede kire Ghana for eno eniema ogusu a oye after wadi nkuku a papa mame aja miwia bibia ni ho a enkan kire wo nipa dasani na yankopon abo wa o se obo se ne seso no emma adwene enka se papa we oye sononko apa as a person, as a leader, and as a politician. Where and this is for the Dr. Bwumia bro. And this is for entroning contompone bossere muka and this is for to me trase. I can go Dr. Bwumia hono. Say ye trase ne afani nyina one by one ya can kanchire wa. Ye wie ene. Edoso. Na da bia na ye say
prosperity will judge all of us. Enti obi bia o share that trance wo ewo kukuam. A fabrication of lies, stories, propaganda, a chiwadie. Ede to Dr. Bwumia ho. Said ebeya enipa dasani ebe time no. Said ebeya nipa dasani enkoto aba no sa nipa no. Said etie na efata bia no. Ehun sunsuanso ayenye sunsuanso papa ebeba no so. Especially any asofofo. Uhu video na me bo ma osisi ya. Video na me boy answer na mi wura mu no se uhu. Ghana fo asofofo ahya ase e kasa. Say doctor eye sonko. Say doctor o se na ofata. Say doctor o ye ni patitiro bia omuhu ne so da. Abusia bone na ye de adi e ho no. It will take us 25 good years and Timia recover from Bonea Yankasa. Yashada Transi or Maimu. Achichre Edia Swa Yankasa. Abusian for ene me was serious of videos, sir. Me de barbetro. Never who said. Nsama na ndisi fo na abontan na omo kafa Dr. Bwumia ho no nyina no de na ewo mu nyina ne se sana omo benya enka doctor e ka omo party ne ho sana nka omo benya enka omo wo nipa bi wo omo party ne mo no wo adwene a eda Dr. Bwumia tim ye kaye but Ghana fo antiase enam se asofofo a omosi omoye tenenefo omoye nipa omo na di nipa kọ nkwam omosi omoji nipa nkwa omoji nipa tata de ne kọ nyankopon chen etimi kata wonani etwa ntro eye campaign serious against enipa asabio ne hote enipa okan nipa bom enipa Broni bekane problem solver. Enipa oye sonko e wo society. Ni nyina ne se asofofo no e de won doma a wodi wachi wa asori dan mu e koji sika efri jo Mahama ho. Na akani biem mesa akani biem. Prosperity will judge each and every one of us. We are simple. You can't say, karma, a fucking bitch. Karma, a fucking bitch. It never expires. Boni bi a ye bia no, said ye tie bia na be den, e be sign about so. Enti mo a NDC fo na amotena ase dan mu bo e hye da chichire tro. Ntro. Ede good Dr. Bwumia so. Said be ya ne ho be ya hi. Said be ya na ne somfo empe na asem. Asofofo a mo share that tra mo so de dan mu ye campaign di tia Dr. Bwumia because of sikantino. Mu nyina mo ntwen na mo so mo de be dey ebeba. Sa nyankopon no hata so am se ono na mo som no. Obey obeyi ne maako edi amam said yes na efata because the modi aye Ghana no or how any ahokyere any incompetent leader monam mosom so edi akoyi edi amagana nyankopon be bisa mo ho asem mo ye nipa bonefo owusu bempa first one Duncan Williams oka ho bi agina sare munyina mo sa asofofo no nyina yankopon ni mu bedi ni yipa na sabio papa ya no wo Nigeria friend say papa no me wo free ni din ono kura wawu na mo papa no wo Nigeria na sori kese de kakraka abrofo kura na omukọ ho ono kura wawu na mo na muwu na mu koduru munyankopon na amose mo som no de mode ne din ene ne nsem esisi ahiafo edi nyamo ho na mode bobra bia sabio Jesus Christ kura na ono na so nyankopon no ba obasa asese wa mepon mu koduru ne nchen wo ho a eho ena mo beka mo num asem eho ena say your hell wo ho ampa bronsam jam wo ho a mo end mo bedika wo because mu ye nim guasefo Ghana sofofo a mu gina mo nan so de mo pulpit a campaign platform against Dr. Bwumia no mu nyina nyankopon be bisa mo ho asem enye say because of some MPP ni o it is because of say adwen kese ni adwen mu eduru da Dr. Bwumia ni tima ena me no so man na UN for be fa no say onko ne omonko ye adwuma a mo de mo si mo hu na mo de mo hu ya ne say Mahama ba obeto ka ama Mahama ba obesi fi ama Mahama ba obema mo sabio asase Mahama ba ode mo betu kwanti mu hu hwe no saa ne ma na mo ye nyankopon ebebisa mo one by one nyankopon ne mo bedi ni yie papa mo obe punish mo kama yes na da achibi mo kona mo samba na mo samfa nyankopon asem se eno na mo di bedidi a mo di adidi wo nyansan mu ene kwa papa so asofofo akohwifo atrofo sansafo awudiefo mo so da na mo tiem na Dr. Bwumia say Ghana ena osio economist ena hwan motuma sori dan mu na mo tietiem ahokyere mo sori a cash akese na motitim adwuma ni Ghana enso sika mo paki gu ho enkwase aka so ne mfaso na mode musika to cash ne bo edre oba brochira esikafo nto cash ehu enso Ghana asofofo uko wo mfi a cash a cost 200 million 100 million 4 million na den $200,000 na moja masore magu for me esu etwa yam ye we nyina chi muntumi mfa musika ne bi mie nyuma muntumi mfa musika nsupport ma asorefo ema munye omunyuma kakra nso asabio omubenya nso kwasieda ukuoda fieda na mwasen agini nyina 1111 cedi na mumu binom ton apple for 100 Ghana cedis na mumu binom to ice water for 300 Ghana cedis na mumu binom to Coca-Cola for 500 Ghana cedis adentia wa bompa ya guso nyankopon ni mu bedi ne yie adwemmɔnefo awudifo a enka monse na monfata mpo se mo bebo nyankopon den mo san krofo ya mo so mo nyankopon ma mo ne obi ofatuo edi kɔ amanfo fie ekɔbɔkro no ensunsanso anase mfa se difference ben na wo mo de ne se mo bɔ amanfo ne kro no through their head mo so mo ti mo so mo ti ne omo adwene no na mo de abɔ won kro no mo ya wudifo mo dede won mo defe won na mo de abɔ won kro no mo sa nipa we nyina mo nsem fatampo se nka ye bebo mo din wo Ghana man mu na me bompa ye say the next MPP government will abolish one man church se wo Ghana nyina mo ya wudifo akoromfo ma hunya mo anya politicians kura ne sa ahunya no ma hunya mo anya politicians en ne sa ahunya no enso mo frɛ mo ho kronkronfo adwuma ben na moye mumufa etu garamse mumufa eye connection di amanfo ko abrochire akohifo mumufa motor cars de bedru Ghana muntua tax Mahama nti motwe fam ene na mo paye ye another 4 years mungusu na monye na that day will be the day of judgment, and that day will be the day that we will see who qualifies to call himself man of God. Awudifo asefo akromfo sabio monya omanya enipa dodo no enimdie e wo som ho ena mo defe won ena mo dada won adwene ena mo de won fa kwa bone nso wia won abra mo de Nyankopɔn din ena katamoni mo asofofo kum chacha hwan ne hwan ebaduko bi hwan biem reverend obofo ewusu bempa saa asofofo we nyina akoyo pambo we num bia sei no omoti say when the white man came to Africa, we used the name of the God to steal and kill you and destroy you. To steal and kill you and destroy you. Nti ehwehwe asase so ahoto. Osoro ahenie mu ahoto ena ehwehwe. Beto obekọ kwase ampanyini we ba bi ote na wasi abrosan ene ne yede ne batim. Kwasi ampanyini we duru so oba betu kwan obekọ na ka otim no ye ton $150,000 but wo hiani no no aka kiro se hwehwe soro ahenie kai na de aka ni nyina be ye wo de said the abrofo no de ye na nanom o modi sisiri ye no. That is the same thing that these guys are praying games. Nyankopon ene mo bedi ni ye pa ene bone a modi adi Ghana na meka say ye na se mo kom kotodwane na se mo bom pai ampara se de mo kana ha mo kwa mo nsre bone fache na ebia na Nyankopon de ache mo na se mo ansre bone fache na mo koso ye mo ho katikati wo man no ma da se bi abene ne bebom no saada no mo body ye the acid ne beguso ye the acid ene beguso we ntia na mutia free SHS no say nipa na sha ase na omunya knowledge they will abandon you and they will go for the knowledge side, the scientific side. Enti mompe mubenya enka nipa na omu wo man no munya nkwase afo saa agimi fo saa yo Nyankopɔn hwan na nka da bi omugumu so enne Ghana asori dan mu ye bie one man churches no ko bia enipa 500 enipa 1000 1005 2000 enti se ye kwa asori da bia na nipa ba ko bia to collection 5 cedi multiply it by 1005 just a day na kambo muhwe a bit more than 5 cedis. Asori dan ye wo Ghana nyina one man churches eye e-commerce bigger than every supermarket. A dreadie na asofofo edini wo asori dan. Enti o mom penny pa bi o wonim de te se Dr. Bwumia MPP amanyo ko modern koso ne ba nipa na bra bom MPP amanyo ko na wo mandate say obey yen kan say develop the minds of the people in the society and this form because eba sa omoto ba den ebetwi na mobre ebeba mobre beso a enye obi ene be ka kire mo wan obi nim na wiye kakra ye sister Deborah si TB Joshua kurawu na mo boni amodi adi doctor de Nyankopɔn hata soro ene be kire mo da chi bi se boni na amudi ye no ade bia no ebetim de atwam age se mo de mo nkwan je so awudifo asefo akohwifo amaka mo ho abom much and more than secret society na mo man no occultism na mo ye nya asore na mo ye Jimmy said the tia dabi ebeye ye. Nyame mma no omo adwene ebeba omo ho so. Na omo atwe omo ho afiri mo ho. Na omo ate ase se de mo ye no enye yosomo o na ye occultism, a secret society, a indoctrination of people's mind, diverting the people's mind from the reality to the untangible, what them call things, untangible. Ade bi eni ho, ade bi a insist. Na mom ye make ye creating impression that it exists. Who hopes adoye there? The NDC for the year or no? Iswa. Enti abusuan asofofo no. Momma omo warning so munya Jimmy or Ghana mine. Now the youth are rising. People are getting conscious. They should stop it before it becomes too late. Nyankopon ni wombedi ni yie pa said they say na efata. Abusia ye meshe show na se. Na before e be sha se pese me mfa nchia Emma atiefo na ye hwe ni nyina no na me san asrew se bo modra na like video no mame like video no mame na ebe possible nso a share ka ho mame unya subscribe nso na meso se subscribe e wo channel we so se de ebe ya bre bia ye ba life a wo nso benya yenka ne sei ubenya amanebo say yaba no abe join yen na ye ne aye show na busua ye nipa be yes 59 and I hear video but nipa 14 pe and I like it message that say de me hwe afuru ho enyina ne say obe like me video na mama na wa support me in this manner ama show na ye no atumi gina na nan so na bre ni bre bia no ye nya ahoden aba enemo abaye show no abusianfo John Mahama will regret so why then oba bedi aban anase waba so oba betwa 4 years e wo Ghana konya no so because entro bosremuka ene enkomo bia odi ya yenim se ye entro na ebeba bonten bia no yebe kai no kaikalization no afei ene ya hyase yenye nipa bia yenko school da yenye NDC yoka for no bio. This is an intellectual discussion. Entino obetumi asesa Ghana asofofo nyina de atwa ne ho ahia. But the record, the records in the books will never vanish. Especially and now ye wa de bia ye frɛ ne internet ya se nye bibia se frɛ ne social media ntentan kese no so. Nothing will mix. We will pray and pray and pray back all the promises and the records when they were in opposition. Any single thing that they did against Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo's government, we will bring them back one by one and pray it to Ghanaians. Said Ghana for mobile soul judgment. Nyamina mekanchiro se koye de koto abama MPP amanyoko in 2028. But you understand it by yourself. By what? Say you did niema nkontompone ntrone. Yankane say plan organized way say organized way NDC for to destroy the image of the MPP to the whole Ghana. We are coming to expose them one by one. One by one. And there are videos of more how these people are inconsistent. How stupid Ghanaians we have fallen into the trap of NDC. And Samahodo Mahama Kai. Nkontompo or no any in Crawford. The enim no moka. The omonte no moka. Asemanya no kura no moka to the point to say NDC for me printed different thing about the economy to go out there and tell Ghanaians to say this is the state of the Ghana's economy. Abra na nya no kura. Ye woni nyina wo ha. Ye bebo ni nyina because ese ye omo aba aban mu no. ɛntrɔ no ɔmo twa no ɛyɛ automatic ɛte sɛ deɛ wakɔ wodware nsuo na sabio bibi ha wo yam na adeɛ bi afiri baabi atɔ baabi upe ɛbɛba abɔnten upe ɛbɛba bɛtɔ nsuo no so ma nipa ayɛ dɛn ɛde n'ani ahu enti ɛntrɔ ne nkontompo na NDC fo twa for the past 8 years no ɛna ɔmo aba aban mu no we will see the difference that they are going to make. We will see the different approach that they are going to apply on these issues. And until they don't have any different approach, or they are going to use the same, or they are going to copy from Dr. Bwumia, we will keep on exposing them. Say, His Excellency, the President of the Republic now. Papa no. Baby, what do you know? Adwin fufuro bi ni tire no mu a ode beye bibi fufuro bi ama wo ho ato so His Excellency no mbre so na ye wo no we born them in era whereby ane ye de eti na konsuo omo no omo bre so no na pipe kura no enye common go mantamu mu ye nante ne kowuram kosa nsuo so aba enti enipa bi sa no mentality na woni team no eye dada ana want comment bi ana oye o se onti ase se de ntia before no omo to chop na de ma school for but am pipi abre so ye de marker na e kira manfo ade wo school so sa adwene no da na adwene ni wu a there is no way you can revive it. Hey, wadwene muso a unkora brem we fish kese a na wadwene evolute na fish no ye wo na wanya bi anwe na ya ma good training bi na asefo na ya groom to become a leader enye wanyina wie e na oba be ye ohu leader. You can't be a leader when you are already old. Who school, wo primary school, JSS and senior secondary school. Obia our character of leadership uhu na na wo ho enti yenyini nwie ne abaye leader enti de mu hu ni 2012 to 2016 no a replication of the same thing and obehu. Don't get worried if you see say within short time dollar will go up. Don't get worried if the prices of fuel will go up. Don't get worried so the sumu am worried don't get worried. Accept it because that is what we have decided for. So we say in Chebia, not free SHS na gua, a man in your one because you can't say it is not good. Say a buying sika, a bedding, a bit piauba, a school fees. And they say, I want buy. So who says so I'm interchanging na no sunti a so nkwa nkoto aba na ye gya adwuma na ya e ma na nye ogunwa because the primitive politician does not think of governance is continuous. So entino the primitive politician aye wo na ode ne ti ne koso nsuo firi wuram e de ba fie a ono ana tena man kopin so oba benya leader no odwene say so am interchange na esi ho no so ye kura na ye bekese ye nanado project enti onye enti abato na wan koto because of so am interchange no so am interchange na beja yes kwan the Kumasi Accra dualization kofo na sha ase bisa wo se ba ne se na NDC for ba amanyo ombedi akonwa no so a ye ja to ho. It is the same issue. We call it primitive politician. On him, the meaning of governance is continuity, continuation of the president government. Omunim because Seukaya, every project that NDC started there, Nanado Danko Akufuado, na owa dream panti or complete yet the NDC communicators are no more bontia no more tentiamu say Nana Mahama project until Nanado nyehwe. I'm saying we can wakai. I am saying wakai pa. Every single project, sabi on another dream pay than it timunti. Ordinary said that be a juma we me ya ma wo Ghana for. Enti was to us. We had the NDC communicators going across the country, shouting and insulting Anando say, "Onwan kasaba ya onyere." Adentia obaye no wa complete project ya na ye de tax otuo na utia no e de ahyase enti onyere. Me mention bi nchira wana. Rich hospital no Anando baye na first phase kura enya wie. Ono na maye wie na osan ye second phase. Second phase na ye huge and na involve a lot of money. But as at now, NDC will tell you say Nanado anye ho hwe a Mahama project. That is the cycle of the incompetent, primitive political party called NDC. Now on tiase. Me do ko achiri dodo. Da bi nyanto ase na menchire wa de fufuro. O kai bra yesi enkonkoye budget, mini budget just recently. And primitive mentality, the NDC rejected to go and do the budget. A constitutional mandate. Say ye ba beto abana o say nye budget into ho na abanya obeba na nya sika de di oman no ho dwano. NDC for say omon ye adentia because of what I told you. The primitive politician doesn't understand the issue of governance is continuity. But they believe me ya ena menya ochna. My nyemena me ya ochna wonto mame. That is what they believe. In fact, Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo completed more free essay, free what them call more e-blocks than John Mahama. But NDC for e-blocks asema omosi Mahama. Hospitals are holding another complete year. But prosperity will judge each and every one of us. Ebejeje. Enti abusia man slow, enye slow. I was saying se uniska koto generator besi ufie. Uhe na uniska odo babe ko school e mani nko free SHS because enche bia the chaotic situation in the free education sector will start pumping up. Now understand who said we have sold our future into the hands of what? Of the what they call the devil. And the future the ma devil upon some four okuja tabra kwanum. Aha. Akwana ni t-shirt second ball. Unim second ball. Adena yes second also. Sankrofon edega show munsamo. Create, loot, and share. That is what is coming to happen in your country. So don't get afraid. If you see mismanagement, incompetence, negligence, don't get afraid of it. Don't get afraid of it. Because that is what they knew. And no omunimu yo. It is say Yebabe would show no. In Babe Popo projector. Eye Dr. Alhaji Muhammad Bwumia ideas are NDC for person implemented. Now common speak could speak. When a day fellow Ghanaians buy. Another day fellow Ghanaians buy. Fellow Ghanaians. Another na share say fellow Ghanaians. The leadership of the NDC is so weak to the point to say even Kasa can be authentic as a word from the NDC or Munibi. They copy from Nanado. Until ne, John Mahama Kolake se fellow Ghanaians. Ya dear one bro. Ya dear one bro pa. Even incompetent. When they buy Dr. Alhaji Muhammad Bwumia and who? Nanado during their campaign. NDC were using the same words during the campaign against Nanado and Dr. Bwumia. Bro, you see, politics is dynamic. Politics is dynamic. It is about intelligence. So, politician or no, on to mean create his way of communication with the society. On the bit create the way to develop the society? Unto me. In fact, tell me one policy that NDC told you during the campaign. All what they were talking about is we are going to review Nanando's policy. We are going to review Dr. Bwumia policy. They did not tell you nothing. New. They didn't tell you because they don't have it. Makantro John Mahama no me woman and think what you ho. Sabre munaga na mainum no ye na koso ansu. Usko school we are now dem de kakwa afu e to o ma no papa wa afu. Akoso ajaba. Enti ono no what do nine basis for my school? A normal. So they don't care about you. Or no, original. I will say I'm from my with time on who no, they are there for different reasons. They are there to enrich themselves and finish. 4 years way. Ube suan. Medium in breeding no cost. Because there are more things ahead of us. Breeding no mean to me kese be mredi. Yes, I want to be. Go yes, I say my jai me my ma. I'm almost suffer, and I'm a tibo be na men suffer. I know the people are going to suffer, and it is something that you cannot do nothing about it. Abusia, meso se bo modern na like video no, na share video no so mame. Now, and then your first time so about platform we so like it. Now subscribe. Like ni hiame pa nti message was about mother na like video no. Me wianom mo am nchacha atiefo na yamfa video no message so ne. Today I'm going to show you the rare character of the NDC. And I'm the rare character of the NDC. And it will shock you to know say when we should NDC for fast. The beauty, the cycle of Ghanaians. Ebayong, Mamin Chia at the Fuana Memra. Franklin T of Frimpong, Mimau Aquaba. Sister Nolida Nyako, Wonso Mimau Aquaba. Buoko Jo, Mimawonso Aquaba Yepa. Jennifer Du, Mimawonso Aquaba. Philip Kofi Anai Mimau Aquaba. Sasuna Kweku Fen Media, Mimau Aquaba Yepa. That about fear, sister, I want to say, hope so you're doing good. Ba Kujo Memawakwaba, Phobia Member TV on Facebook and also on YouTube. Another powerful platformer, Obo Juma Yepa. Unhene chia kwai, yeah. Saasuna Evans and Kama Kofi, I want to say, Yankopona Dom, Ohuye, and a Bibia Kosu Yepa. Senior Biness, the chair Yepa, I want to say. Thank you for keeping on coming. Elizabeth Frimpong, Michao. Sister Deborah Che, Mama, I want to say, Memo Aquaba. Daniel Manu, Mema Wonso Aquaba, bro. And Sister Diana Pia, Mama, come stay tutto bene. Spero che stia tutto bene con te dove stai. Sa sono amici mi a chasi in Kruma, Roxy Nodro, Michao pa, Fiura ba coppe. Sister Esther K. Bari Mamame, you're welcome. Sansuna Mame Retapia Michio Yepa. SKB TV is on the show. Mwakwabawa. SK ewo Facebook, Esanso ewo YouTube. SKB TV there. When a chia kwa na one no nyeden. Enin kita was. Yeah. Nipa ono so camera na so fufuo na edwan. SK was a word. Also camera pena so for shasi to kwai. Eye yizo. Miracle apreku mechia wo ye pa. Sa so na Tony Yeboa. Hey, the first person to comment, Tony Yeboa. Mechia mu nyina. Abusia. Enne ye be shase e de afiri ha. Wo hu. Yesi wiase. Wiase. Enipa da sani. Usuban. Won tete a yere teteo. Wadwene da wutim. Ade bia woyɛ den ɛyɛ den a ebe pia bonte enti e ka sɛ wosinko fi mi ya mo akwa abra ho te sɛ enti ese suban te sɛ nyensen woyɛ ne den ɛyɛ ne den a ebe yɛ den ebe pia bonte Abusiami ko Hopeson so me wi na akọ doctor so acho munyam to base ma me na me order me point but best to say yakunu ya now like video no ma me now we share yeah Hopeson Adorye ye nipa bia because of his greediness we are see da ho kakraka yi eso pa but Hopeson onkom nye Ghana we are see na da ho no nye Ghana asem na me kan we are see there's more do me more kwaba we are seeing that hono so pa but Hopeson Adorye enam nipa boni suban ye kita no ode namunti no onko asase so onko so Hopeson ye wudini Hopeson ye nipa boni a ba bi obeko bia said your tie no ebe pia ba bonten ma ya pam no bra kwesi asamo me akwaba Hopeson na wo ho no wo oye political prostitute so ka ho ohun se wo bi suso efiri ba bi ba no di America na okwa gyina ho na wa bie na no ensuso ngum Hopeson wo ho wa wie ye ka kire wo se step na wo tu no emwa wo akohwisem na wo bo no wo man num no emwa wo Ode wo ho ben nipa hu won secret na ode akwa abonten akoton de agiska no emwa wo wadwem woni eda wutima ba bia ede obekọ bia krono ene awudie na ode kọ no papa ye ka kiro se emwa wo ebe ha wo hu de de aye wo Hopeson wo se ne hwan ena yetumi de ukọ intelligence sector of the country as in terms of security MPP supporters do send that akwanya yedema Hopeson better woodie ne krono pese me nkuminya any ungratefulness e wo muntino Hopeson MPP na nado danko Akufo-Addo a sabio oma wa akwanya ma wo ben no more than even the general secretary of the party bono papa no wa mani ni die Hopeson airport wa yede ma ose kotena ho abro ni bayi nti akatua na yede ma na enso amanfo na wotata won ho gi won sika Hopeson airport ni etioka security expert yede ma position yede ma na muso enso adwemmone e wo otimunti awudie na na pese oni Hopeson de wo fam ne nuru ba bia o said you tumi tena ase epra ne ye se obegu na nado danko Akufo-Addo ani mase Hopeson said ya utumi tena ase ne ahyawoni ba na ote Canada mo pra ne se mo pese mungu papa panyini abusuan panyini te se na nado danko Akufo-Addo wamma wo gyina bre wamma wo nsa ekowa no na utumi tena ase organize se obegu na ni mase no eno ho nsusuanso na wonamu no ensiye ebi wo akira eba unim de efiri so eba nkadade ehye na kofa hye uti de owo mu no esakura de waye boni awadi awudi adwena ewo utim nipa boni sema ewo suban akita wonti no de efiri so eba abebo utim no unima enka uti magazine ama ya hye ase esusu uti na sabio uti passe se sekambo nka wa hye ase ma yesusu se wo baye chede ahye Hopeson misi wiase so betu nkom wa wie yaba wa franfranto no e wo hefa ka kire o alanche manten no oye nipa kese bi o apart from everything you can say anything that you like oye nipa kese enti odi ne nkwase asem na ukodi na chi at the end of the day wo na ho be kire o ene Hopeson woni wa franfranto nyina mo wo he woni wa franfranto mo wo he fa woni wa franfranto mo wo he fa Hopeson the former general secretary of the MPP. Kwabena Japan kuna ye na di free MPP amanyoko. What is all the MPP who some cotton radio be so? Hobson. The general swayedi yi Kwabena Japan wa di free MPP amanyoko as a general secretary no. Less than quarter of what you did. Jimmy. President Timothy Mane access to you. Na wo de no koye blackmailing akofo kwase aba wo ye ote ho a sabi o so ye mane member na ibio so ye hwan ne hwan wonte ase ekofa no to me the blackmail a certain president na Jimmy wasen asesa video any evidence e de akoma hwan NDC for so omonfa enye den enka nsɛmfomfa na nado ho wo hu owie ye ade de nyankop de ade de nanado ye ma wo senka wo ye nipa bi a wo ntete pa wo nyansa wo nidie ede ma nipa a wabo a wo pon a nka wo nanado hu na nka wo beda fom atafre ne na ase Jimmy kwasia ye disika ma wana de o de akopompe wo yire to akoto silikoni agum na o de nam ho usika ye de ma no mfaso de wo pene se wo de ko hono oyire to na de nam ho na wo hwe no Hobson wo de NDC for de ye wo NDC amanyoko akomuda wantumi antra NMPP fo hu mobo faawo e de wo ka won ho ene ye nyina ye gi utum ena na wo ba ye show so kura po ne ye bekasa yenim se wo de wo ye obi a wadwene mu ewo wadwene wo grassroots political commentators a ye communicate commenting in favor of MPP ntino ye gi wa too Hobson de ne si ye utumi nya kwanya we be abrochire be jeje maami fu sika wo ha kodi ye kohwini adan yakọ akochi twini Jonas wa America seska na wo he Hobson akwanya na nado de ama wo abrabom wo maame eno papa o mo wo ba asase so omo ama wo sa akwanya ne bi sa wo maame no papa ma wo sa akwanya ne bia nkanya ne se ne wo na ma wo ye lase no na nado ene pagya wo nipa suban ye ma wo akwanya kura ma wo gyina ye as potential member of parliament Hobson DMB na wo hwehwe afiri na ado ho DMB na wo hwehwe afiri na ado ho Hobson wadwuma na wo ye na abrabom na wo ye teacher enye secondary school teacher or primary school teacher tell me your qualification Jimmy kwasi ampanyini Hobson adoyo me say bra bonten na beka the qualification that you have certificate ben ne kita wa odena nam wiase a onena mu me ye political commentator but I have my qualified Hobson who from nowhere without any quality without any professional what them call certificate for anything MPP rise to the highest point of your life Jimmy when Jimmy and so at the end of the day then now you turn your back udani wani de hwe mpanfo mo aboa wa brabom omo na mbom na oni omo ye den etwe so gwon na odi wani bre akogu won so na wodi wo one Nyankopon ebetua woka ene won kwase afidi a wokosum na nado wo kwase aba na akofa na odi onene di na nado achi a na wutwitwa videos wo ba be blackmail Jimmy won say da bia meka every greedy person doesn't think about the future. Every stupid greedy man like HOPESON ADORYE or believe in media wune ufie no na heo wa unsa o sha ase ana Oh, yeah, who Jimmy or no, yere. Mosha say a moo Jimmy or Nanado, soon and Nanado, I ran a one. When we saw ye the mammy woo ye. Oh, dear, the host. Now, so for the Nanado, the Tareswa, or moo, unte ye won't. A suffer for no more the Taranado, or moo woo. A bit more when I saw it dying. Jimmy, we shall see our no yere. More jubilate say, Sabio Nanado, why na banyawe, why no. When we say we hear mammy, it chat our from team, when the mammy come on in the kujao. So, see what Jimmy, he will tell you sense. Your ungratefulness, your greediness, a bedu wachida bia, and you will suffer. We are saying a character that we won't come. I'll send this if one I shall say to Bauso. Yempo BMO, Yahoo character. You get whatever you needed from the MPP. Said that before now, I audio no bana SK canon. Jimmy, who Timmy Quatramba be in short to the whole leadership of the MPP. Say, yenye reshuffle. Jimmy, you were dear, what you also on Tiasia. And if your uncle who it you. HOPESON ADORYE. If your uncle who it you. Say if your uncle who it you. And Tieni ya man for muddy, no moncofi. But walk was young penny and I'm say for HOPESON ADORYE. One university kura now with training college now call your be a teacher ntino wo de ye mountain of afebo ntina na do anya de we ntino wadwa e na wonam na wo to na do ho pia na wo di nkwasi asem na wo kasaka. Do you think the NDC will accept you? I don't know NDC need that. Every historical NDC member knows say now we NDC ni and no free NDC na MPP for foul. But I will free NDC no. The Audi NDC for no. And one or the MPP for one day. Eti eni musuban. Now be abre biem. Nanso no. Enam boni a wedi ni dia one farmer na nado. Enti no. Ohun to you will suffer and suffer. HOPESON. Ujimi no. Said the NDC for ka akwada obawu na wajim ono na enyini be ye panyini Jimmy for nti wo HOPESON Jimmy na ewo mu no e ma wo nwene nko akiri hu say bi odi ni die nipa wo so mfa ni die ma no you don't understand. How say MPP panyini bi amfere obiam. How say Justin Kodua kura na one bokosu atafere ompe wani matie biam. How so twe ne message onje so. How so friend na omu we don't need you. Ko anaga ya NDC for side. Kona kodi constituency chairman man NDC. Jimmy. Monfanche me enese meka say hasha. But HOPESON ye nipa bia. He deserves say titibrem no akurase. Udi nkwase asema ye frɛ onipa dom anim na de wato table so ne atwa woto ma. HOPESON deserves such thing. I was saying you krom hene emfrɛ no mfa no mutu fom. Na yentwa na chi ma no nso enyansa na nipa so tumi nyine be yakwase asa Jimmy sa e na onam na uko Captain Smart TV so na ugu NPP animase MPP ono na mawa hu han e wo abrabom na nando danko Akufo-Addo no e na ama wanya kwanya akita e wadem ko diplomatic passport wo nsam Jimmy unni na o se wo na omoma bibi sada university kura wo ma no papa mutima wo ko bi. So in all this, another to me born a home modern so even though now we need the quality, even though now we need the requirement to be recognized as security expert. And I'm not sure until this uncle asem no. And how security expert, papa? And how can you really come to a point to say you are trying to expose the president who has given you everything in your life? Wako school nanka ya chira how to be a security personnel. Nka sa nkwasi asem no unni. Na nkwasi asem na udi ya. Wa hu de abeto so. ɛno ɛne wawie yɛn ne deɛ ɔwɔ mu no enti Hopson the NDC for ne de yɛ wɔ no ehwa koraa enya nnuru baabia you will face and face more than this wodi abusua yɛn nkɔde nkonko tie nsɛm NDC for ka kyerɛ Hopson Adorye tie asɛm a ɔmo ka kyerɛ no tie asɛm a NDC for ɔmo de bɔ Hopson Adorye akyi tie
nipa bɔne ni nipa tanta nipa fon saa wotima se ɛna NDC fo agye ne so yeah adwuma no about 12 years na frafranto ani empe na wayi nadi because of okoware ye no adwuma pot okoware it's like that bibi e wo munti ene yepam no ne ware ya da ne friend de ne yepam no enne mo sora Hopson na mo gye ne se we gya ne na ma me airport ada nipa ne ndis mo be ko gye airport akwa we di jomama na yiri nyina atem adi omo atem 6 months wakoka frafranto ma frafranto gu usu no banti eno ti enne wo sora wani abre se afa ne ya baba wo ma me aba na papa ba na ba wo ma me na papa ba akwa wo gye akwa we so wo ya
yes, out of
said it is an Hopson Adorye baby obeko bia watu jansrema na twa ne ho ahia he has nowhere to go well yanka na say wahye enwura na twa ne ho ahia na ebo ne ho ban nyina sese enche Hopson Ghana man kura ho obetu afrim because this be our sanko ye teacher ni there eno na obetumi aye na se obenya political party bi do ho akodjon mu sanko wachi na enye yie ma Hopson so nyansa na wiase na ye won you see opportunity comes once in a life you better do this in a moment Eminem nyom no say no sitro you better do this in a moment God you never let it go this is one chance that opportunity comes once in your lifetime so nyansa Jimmy enyom yentie mfa nsanko yes yetie mu nsem de bo abra opportunity comes once in a life until you better do it as far as you have the opportunity you should never let it go. Grab it. Una na do apaje osusu na oni se wa broni kwa ko din samone de atia no. Yankopon en pioka. And this for they don't want you. Find somewhere to go. Yempel Jimmy. SK, wish you good for your show. Abusianfo, let's come back to political issues and now nsem na ekoso no edoso. Nsem na ekono edoso. Enche bia bra ye hyase a sabio ye campaign jo Mahama hyase na nteye eko kura hodo so na okasa ena Ghana ban emma Ghana yenka ne say nkora nya duane ni pe video we andisi ni journalist bia sabio nye journalist mpo NDC ni bia na ochira de wo school ye sheda twa sika ma ne so mra bonten meka se free SHS for no omunya aduane ni na the prosperity that will always judge us will not shame the God will human like Dr. Bwumia Nyankopon wa shira papa no entibre bia no o mana tamfo animu ye den egu ase NDC for shed up school teachers bi no ma omoya NDC for e shed atwa wonka Blessing Johnson of Osumi mu akwaba so omomra bonten na omomedi ntura kese mfanto na nado danko akufo ado so se omuntumi ntonua ne kora mfa ma school for e wo school ni bebo video na tro hwe video no nanso na ene meka misi nkontompo nan yeden tia ena jo Mahama be ye sabio president onko kamenti a o se de ben enuane abu amemo video na ye share da soma NDC teacher ni so meka sa asem no nkire Ghana fo tie
had an engagement with the government side that was led by the Chief of Staff himself and other high-profile government representatives. As at that meeting, and that was on Tuesday, at the end of it, there was subsequently another meeting by the government side, and a few minutes after that, and this I'm talking about a span of 2 hours, they gathered our representatives again. And that meeting, the second meeting was represented, Charles was represented by the president and the treasurer. Now, beyond that meeting, some agreements were made, and those were the agreements that were forwarded to the president, and those agreements bordered on the time, the kind of food that should be sent to schools. Yes, the 48 hours, to answer your question straight away, for us as this morning, I've not received any official report from any region regarding the reception, receipt of these food items. But at that meeting, with the agreement, or not the agreement, the anticipation was that, like Honorable Apatu, was that by close of day today, hopefully, we shall receive these food items. I've not had any official report from any region whether these food items have arrived or not.
We said that meeting. I sure say in 24 hours time you will get the food at your school. And because in 2 days when sanka aduane na nche say aduane ni school mu ho aduane ya de bere mo abetwa e de abeku ho se de be ombenya aduane ano in the next coming days. Aduane na maaye no na NDC fo ne won joy news a Kennedy Japan aba abontan be kan kire yen say omo director ankasa hyeda ba ne nanso be kan kire ne say MPP abanya ntwe sika ama omo ani a omo be ya adwuma de atia MPP abanya ko akofa teacher ni we so mra meka nkire wiase amansan nyina say free SHS ho no aduane ni ho omo be de omo bedi ansi ho John Dramani Mahama ankasa nso gina platform so sabio e kan semfo de kire Ghana fo say aduane ni school ho aduane ankora ni di ne kro no nkora ne nkanama ye ni miwia yantobase mama I'm making me build it up. I want you to understand me why I'm talking. John Mahama ankasa no the then civilly John Mahama ankasa the then opposition leader of the NDC eba bontin ebegina platform so kese aduane ni ho. I want you to listen. Now actually me the controversy video John Mahama ye no e de aba abekiro na mabisa o de na odwene momenti Mahama asem o kan ye e de fa free SHS adia no ewia na mabo video na akiro no ankasa confess say aduane abu o warehouse e de ma free SHS tie
enti na ye progressive every year near the bia kan every year near the bia kan kopem say ye be cover obia and almost say no immediately amuka so no and no and a day or how abeto awofo no so ezu because answer now be share free HS I say or share making sure say dormitories wo ho an kwada no beja baby ada also making sure say classrooms wo ho a obenya baby esua ade also making sure say dining hall wo ho baby on betimi edidi enti e sha se no and na esi dormitories dining halls this and your money na e was secondary schools thing na and esi e-blocks community day schools so aka ho if you say him say enkwada no be do so a e was so munya school ni bi ko and na we mo buy say free SHS no at once so onye ahoboa bia enkwada no ebenya ahoto etimi asua ade eno enede ohaw naba afa yetimi de obako ebia kokrantumi secondary school na wenya dormitory jese okope obi dan e high ma wo ba etimi ko school ene wo kohwe eduane a enkwada ni di wo school a sebi emprediasa ebia ni fie mpo ne kraman endi sɛ aduane no sɛbe nkwadaa no nyinaa firi school ba na ɔmo afonfɔn ezu wokɔhwɛ dormitories no the way a ɔmo apake nkwadaa no ɔmo bɛfiri school aba gye sɛ wode spray yi ɔmo bibi anyɛ sɛ a sonkuro nsuo ɛbɛba wo fie ezu enti meka kyerɛ ɔmo sɛ mesɛ nea monyɛ ne sɛ momfrɛ awofo no na momfrɛ school nkwadaa no neɛmfrɛ teacherfoɔ neɛmfrɛ ɔmo a ɔmowɔ nimdie ɛwɔ adesua mu ɛwɔ Ghana ha nyinaa nyinaa yɛnyɛ nhyiamu kɛseɛ neɛhwɛ nneɔma a ɛnkɔ yie wɔ free SHS no mu ɔmo sɛ daabi da ɔmo nyɛ anka moyɛeɛ a nyansa nni ɔbaakofo tim anka yɛbɛhwɛ sɛ nea ɛbɛyɛ a yɛbɛtumi asiesie free SHS no ama nkwadaa no ho atɔ mo right now ade ama nkwadaa no aduane asɛm nsɛm ɛnkɔ yie ɛne sɛ ɔmo centralize the feeding system into headmasters any schools ɔmo ni tumi a ɔmo ankasa ɔmo bɛkɔ akɔhwehwɛ aduane ama nkwadaa no enti sɛ aduane ni hɔ na ɔmo suma aduane mmaaya nkwadaa no ɔmo ndidi enti one of the things a yɛbɛyɛ NDC bar we are going to decentralize the feeding system of the free SHS. Ezu yɛde sika no bɛma schools nankasa headmasters no na ɔmo akɔtɔ aduane no na ɔmo de abɛma yɛn nkwadaa no na ɔmo atumi adidi yie na ɔmo atumi aso adeɛ right now sɛ national buffer stock amfa aduane
Abusia makacho da bia send this amanyoko no ye na adafo atrofo akohwifo. Ene Mr. Ibu wona waba. Osi free SHS no ba beto aso. Ye behwe de obeye. Kwan ya obefa so a nkora free school ba wo ho he. Entro anim go ahye nkora free school ba ye display bo won abo omo amotoam. His Excellency Usi ukosi Ibrox, usi school dan kwa wanwe dormitory ho. Wo abreso wanwe dormitory ho. But utumi dan wa ni samba be kan kire. Ghana for say enkwala nya baabi na agimifo binum so gina ase ebo vuvuzela. Ebo gene so. He was the right person to caution. School dan do say na usi ye. Dormitory do say na usi ye. Abra wo afibia ye counto nkora ya wo mo Ghana mamu nyina ma ye ma ho number nti wonim the progress of population no increase of population no said be sia akọ wanwene konya kana na wopo but utimi ko gina in the name of in opposition nti no eye den e criticize aban a ono momba ya the SNF ate wo so nye bia no oyeye se nkora betumi akọ school aduane ni Ghana aduane ankora di wo school mo nkrama ne kure ni wo fie na abusia look at the controversy Benjamin Asare me wakwaba muntie the controversy tie
warehouses in Teman. As we speak, we have a challenge currently with feeding students in secondary schools as the Ghana Education Service insisted that schools must reopen on the 3rd of January, contrary to the advice of the Conference of Heads of Assisted Secondary Schools. As a stopgap measure, I've asked the Chief of Staff to work with the Ghana Education Service to allocate and evacuate food that is currently held in warehouses in Teman, which...
Abusua tie. John Mahama said aduane a yɛde ma Ghana school for nkora no. Nkrama no kure ni. Na nando danko Akufo-Addo. Na aban aduane a ɔde ma nkora no nkrama no kure ni. John Mahama ankasa gyina hɔ e ka kyerɛ Ghana for say aduane ni school e ka kyerɛ mo say a school for mpanyinfo no mo manage schools no mo headmasters of schools no. Bebrane ye NDC for. And they connive together to disgrace the government because of say Mahama buying it so no. Now more the Ghana Education Service no other business. Mahama buying it was no. Now the omo pay and I know more yen school mo. Mahama buying it so no. Now kwa kope admission the ama oba o ye oba I just say headmaster twa to answer na ama okwan. Mahama abre so no. Na ye toto pickers, ye to praye, ye to co-port, ye to seminar, ye de co school mu ho a, ye de ko warehouse wo school mu na teacher for na san kwa akoton ama adwadifo no. Mahama abre no so no. Na ye kese monkoto ade mfa mra school ma, ye kire store akom. Headmaster na be so ko store wem na koto ade no. Ade ntia, ko headmaster ne ye nka ne sen. Store wura no aprane a ono no Mahama a ono no headmaster no ne percentage wom de nkora no beto nyina enti na nado ba ya sa na ma nyina ye twa mu no headmasters no they are not feeling comfortable on the money enti yesi nuane gu word house whatever but at the same time papa wo shata de fufu a wo se wo ye Thanksgiving e onyankopon anim utumi san gina ho ka kire Ghana for say aduane ni school controversy miyanom enye controversial statement aduane ni school but one kasa so che say aduane a pack big warehouse sister for adex mo akwaba unity aboachi mo akwaba Felicia, and Monso Aquaba. Who say aduane ni school man kura o, but was also say it was aduane ya pack warehouse. But aduane krona wan kasa so sankan say nkran man kura mo wo fi omundi no, ene say aduane na person san fa man kura. Mr. Ibu. Yekoya na yebai. Yekoye anase yebai. Nkramani ana no ene de wosi yemfa nkoma school for. Aduane ni school ho enso si woni ane wo warehouse. How possible? Ene de expired rice no. Mona mose ye spy no mo de beji mbeye campaign e de denigrate the image of the sitting education minister no ene sa aduane na mose na koma nkora no ha ye fra characterization ye mia ye kuro ma ye kuro nwa e ho nto ye so aduane a wo se ye nkraman nuane ye mfa nkoma school for ni aduane ni ho enso se aduane gu warehouse which His Excellency Mr. Ibu, His Excellency the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, because it's a one Tinubu Mwasisa presidency. I won't hear the President of the Republic, who are the President of the Republic of Nigeria, and Tinubu ye President of Federal State of Nigeria of Ghana. I one okay nyem na meka hye no e wo wonu masem papa den bone pen na Ghana for dia yew tumi kakra obedi nti nipa o wadwene bia nim se why den What shows say you are not somebody that people can believe, can trust. Tie biem tie. Hakura ne kum no tie. Akohifo line, Sam George, Fifi Kwete, Julius Debra, Akromfo, Kofi Oduro, ne Nabusia, ne sene wafa, se ni mi bemba. Ena maami akokono. Awurade Yankopɔ. Awurade Yankopɔ. Hey, ye nya betwa be hu akokono mo were. I we the line of Akohifo, Sam George, Kohini, Fifi Kwete, Trofo Kromfo, Julius Debra, we no more we are Ghana Japa, dear since nothing quite your home upon there. Mamia Kokono dear, a one Yamane content kakra, and any answer. Yenty video non kai, a hakran ever boy yam tea.
This food was imported by the outgone government.
Sawate. And Kurani near Dianio, Nanado, and Todiani Mankurani. But His Excellency, Mr. Ibu, President and the husband of a slave queen, the Mr. Man, the Mr. Oyadi, the Mr. Developer, the national builder, and that dear, you are admitting San Anado and import rice, no? TBM.
In response to the drought that occurred last year. But in this emergency, we need to use some of that food to feed our students so that education can continue.
And Tigana for I transmaya dentro. Esepe ye transmaya de adwinimu. Yadi igina ya adwinimu ese ya adwine da yetim. Ye convince ye say na adu ni papone no. Mo wie ye nie. Mo wie ye nie. Nkramane aduane no eno ana mo ma ne bedi. Na me bompa ye mpo se mo ma ne benya san nkramane aduane na di. Because how I see things no, it can happen say san nkramane aduane no. Ebedru ba be no mo ma no kro mo nya na mo adi. Because papa we no afa no mbeti omoka. Enya aksem enya agro na yedio enuane ne ehwe
Baby bia no mayi a omode ababadwam ekoton sa
na asema papa we be gina ho a okan utie ayi fidie bi na achi eche John Mahama obe gina bonten kan sa asem na okan ye no because enye fidie na eche na nka asem na obekan na o ma meka but onim sesa wanka anim guase ne be doso because na NDC fa yo mo adwene se sa nuane na egu warehouse no nka mo besese ni nyina akwa akoton na nka mo be gina ho akese na nado amfa aduane amma nkwada no but videos don't lie ena nyankopon ya adom ena nipa da sani di nani ehu ye abra na Mahama ene ne nkrofo etwe nuane na akwa akoton ena videos be go abonten enti Mr. Ibu to defend his people and obejina bonten a obekan no kure brain say sana na ado nuane esumu ho se bio nkwada no kura ni ntimi ni hwe
pese meye
obonso na Ghana bia so be
me be ma asante video bi sa aduane no a enra president Mahama se omunkoyi nkoton no and this first atia yi sa mo ne koton dadawo
o ma yi wo
me wo video
o ma yi fa okay
o ma yi fa me wo video ho no ma o ma track load ya o ma yi a ayi bia na we build bia no o ma yi a o mo dia babadwam e koton sa mo
then what it means they say oh yes I said the be ya a cover
let say aduane no a NDC fo no ko wi aye no
e
mi wa no mo so akowi akoton adi
o so cover hey so cover
Ghana for ya to about
say if stand there the and the cover
aso dia man fika say kakra be kan
ticket
ni say aduane no
she kwakwani
okay
abaya aduane na
eni
so we nya nura o
da be nya nura
because no ankwa na wo direct say
yes
there be
chief of staff Emma o monkoyi meaning say
yes
chief of staff kwa mo akoyi a e bi efi eye na wo kyina nti when the ka ko wi ansa
enipa kwa wo lidi mom ko wi asa amu we otabahabo no memi woni din
you see
memi woni din ama omodi ba kro ba beton o lutin ni bi no enie lutin no so ebi nie
reals and looting
yes eti wey na President Mahama say omo enkofa enfa koma yi no now
na just cover the echo wi aso because obi ehunu
yes when na mo na mo procurement kwa you see one le was data no say emu say the say na echo school be abenya say one be account for the
we there obi ant me account
dabi
nti na eba cry say yeko forge e dia sim
yes
no yeko forge ayi na dia account so no mo yi adi awie
hey oh man ba
me say adi yes
resetting pa
nti tracks we nya track we tracks
yes air tracks
and na o ma twe ye ka say o ma twe agum
omo twagum
na
onba kwa dia bakrom
omo dia fa kuntun ase
yes
e dia bakrom e be twadi we smuggle I say omo be twadi enti no eno video na godon dia ba aye de extremity the former president enti eye won say supplies say we aduane we on standby we just need just a phone call near supply aduane o si there bi na mo na ku kwado aduane a wato agudan mu hwe se Ghana e koma ho kire ba e be use no eno na me kwotwe apie
say de ani na go down aka no because aduane no gu ho a June na ye ho akire ye nya aduane ni na na dum no MP for because oh ye wo mu segu warehouse say ye de be kun ye kom no ntimi nko yimra ye ko ne no be ka say na mo de mo na afa ne o mu ntimi account for entie ne ye de ama free SHS na je say
eno ano ena obeye de say o say crisis mu de most of the crisis ba accountability and there for kakra no because you have to say what situation the only create situation and they want to benefit from the situation
artificial crisis
procurement for you timi to ade without regards to the procurement law and it's a crisis aba and the crisis is bad there and then also
etiabusia wa ankasa ujejireje wa ankasa wa hu ai catch us NDC for the Dabiano they create Mame Vida Botche me Moakwaba. Or what to say? Rose Opoku Bwumia won so me Moakwaba. Dabia me kasa NDC for the they create avenue to steal. Moka I say and Sina me can same way. Moka I say during COVID. Then Minister for Health. Aye then Ekoto vaccines be the bagana maimu. NDC for train a form adente so amfa procurement law one apply procurement law one call parliament and kwankoje approval from parliament abro monim say in emergency moment we don't go to parliament we just take a decision when we do the energy sector create say there is emergency this is how they want to do they want to create avenue to steal that is the what they call tag ya obetum dia man DC create loot and share. Finish. Finito. È finito. È tutto finito. Sanetia. Enyentro. That is the reality of the NDC, that party of umbrella. Omo character. Any omo color. Saying it here. And this is the situation that we voted for. And this is what we are going to live in for these 4 years. Nyankopon boa na 4 years ye utumi twa ochena bi ye kasa you will listen to us ye nyanko gadam say so ye mfa gadam say nto nchen na enne let me dip you into gold for oil nkwasi asema NDC for kan de kire Ghana for ene nne the NDC for eka e de for gold for oil Dr. Bwumia ba be obia Twedi ampo Nyankopon ohata soro onhyira ene adwene nyansa ai wo trim nimde adwene mu container babi obia Nyankopon hyira Sister Vida Matewa me da se ene corruption me da se pa ne collection Dr. babi obia Nyankopon ohata soro onhyira no nya okese wadwen da utim Nyankopon mo ho ban na 2028 7 January 2029 yentimi mfa o mesia konwa no so na be Ghana free ahokyere a asɔfofoɔ binom ɛde yɛn akɔ akɔhyɛm abusua de yɛn nkɔne nkonko ti asɛm wɔ bra na yɛkɔ akɔto aba anase ans na yɛba bɛto aba wɔ mote sɛ NDC foɔ ɛba abɔnten na ɔmo yɛ dede sɛ Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo aban ɛyɛ korɔmfoɔ ɔmo wia Ghana adenti a yɛse adeɛ bi de PDS nana bɛma me mo akɔ aba yɛse adeɛ bi din ni PDS ɛyɛ scandal ɛyɛ krono adwuma ɛho hia sɛ MPP foɔ bɛyɛ MPP foɔ pɛ sɛ ɔmo wia Ghana ɛyɛ state capture why do you understand the meaning of PDS na se kyerɛ nyinaa ne sɛ na ɔmo pɛ sɛ ɔmo mfa ECG no ɔmo mfa nkɔhyɛ private man nsa na private man no manage na ɛno mpo no na ɛnyɛ complete sale na ɔmo pɛ sɛ ɔmo mfa ɛfa bi ɛma private man na ɔmanage NDC foɔ ɛba abɔnten bɛyɛ dede nipa yɛyi na sɛ Minister of Energy ɛnɛ John Jinapɔ ɛkasaeɛ momenkotie bra ɔwɔ opposition ɛne nnɛ asɛm a ɔka because the nti a mpɛ sɛ menkyerɛ mu no nte aseɛ the meaning of PDS ne sɛ NDC foɔ ka kyerɛ sɛ PDS agreement ɔmo pɛ sɛ ɔmo yɛ na ho hia ni kwan sɛ ɔmo yɛ ɛso ne mfa so but nnɛ the same NDC is telling we Ghanaians say they want to privatize completely the ECG, the energy sector. Yamfa nkoma ankura no manage. This is the controversy of the NDC. The fraudulent campaigner NDC for 2 years the society ya omodi ajigana for Yankun Konko tie John Jinapɔ when he was in opposition and when he came in power concerning forget about PDS concerning about privatization of ECG double stand tie
Poche mu say omo de omo ka nyina se sa PDS yi aman na yete wo e na oban na obeka say PDS womo nsem bi ni omo nyoma bi omo di ye na omo ye beka se omo anka no kra nkyere ye enti ya ye secretary asehye ne pro ye ya abam aban na begina wo na okan ye se enyoma bi wo omo nte ase enti wo ma suspend yete we PDS for na de announcement ba ma yen ya ye wo TV ni radio so ye ka enti PDS for no guso ye adwuma eno na owura John Jinapɔ say na mo se omo nye ketasehye ne pro ya dokoro wo na omo ba omo ani no kra mfa ma yen a ene mu ntwam ai contract ya ne omo mu ntwam se tintontan na omo nko omo ba bi na ye tena ho ene na yakofa we mu aba ochena kofa we se omo da so de ya krata apie se ne PDS fo ene mpanimfo ba ba ye putupuru hia mu na putu ene o se putupuru hia mu be emputupuru hia mu be krata na ohu ye ne kra no de ye ne se empanimfo ya wo mo be boss bo ya wo mo mu bi asan asensan enti ye den na eno okasa a wo che se na no ada Minister of Energy ena ono na pamfo mutu kwan ko Philippines ekohia eye miracle ena omo tena sesen partners ho mfa nkosi ho nsem bebre kwa ede ebaye ena omo che se da bi o sa de ya wo mo yiye ni de omo keka kan da chi bia de asem beba Millennium Development Authority midafo Professor ya ntia mo abedu waka wo se we a special board meeting omo ba beye na sakata ne ba mpo na nkrofo ka se enye nokre ene Deputy Minister of Energy kra kan ho asem se enye nokre da krata na e ba enye authentic wo hwe eso no krampo no a krata bia ye de krata bia pia bonten a se ye Ghana de a wo se coat of arms ye boso fine pa ana adwumaku a de ba ye no ma de boso we de krata wie sa na aba na enye nokre sa ene wo se hwe womo masensan no empanimfo bi omu di akotini wom no masensan omu interest a womo ekwakodi hyemu no omu de omu mpene so saa de omu pese eba ne se yentwam PDS for de no yentwam tinton tai sansen ko omu bebu afa so ena nyame ncha de yehu kakra mpokra no se de yehu asi afa ye no eno ene ensem owura JJ John Jinapɔ ode atu edwa na yefri ho
okay enti abusuahwe o bra John Jinapɔ opposition PDS no asechire nyina ne say PDS ne company o ananka ye de ECG no fa ebema won no mo manage NDC for kamane to Ghana for nyina timu say MPP for a book chrono or ECG sector. What is an omoka privatization? Once I'm sure one kanda and a PDS scandal and a PDS scandal and a PDS scandal and a to say nine get the actually a banner bokrono. And then John Jinapo in power is now campaigning, is now programming to do the same thing. Now MPP amanyo kone ya ose eye chrono de no tie.
Listening to your
Abusia mesra wa se bo modern like video no mame. Like na hu hia me mesra se like video no mame. And then so na your first time wa pie e wo channel we so ana wo hampo dada na wunya subscribe ya. Mesra se subscribe to the channel na beka busia ko no ho. Em forget say wo de wonsa kokro wonsa batia ne besi adoma no so. Se de be ye ba life wa obenya alert say aba na wa ba be den wa be join ye. Yen kwere nkonkotie John Jinapo double stand on privatization of ECG. Abusia like no ehia me momento ado.
Answer to Dr. Kabiru's question. The impression you create on our minds is that you are not against the privatization of ECG. From what you said, you are against the PDS in terms of the approach. So can you tell us then whether your government is for the privatization, the full privatization of ECG?
We believe that they should be. Go ahead. Thank you, Chairman. We believe there should be private sector participation. What we intend to do is to form a 7-member committee chaired by technical experts, legal experts, financial aspects, and some industry players, and even somebody from the consumer side. What we want them to do is to get us a framework, looking at best practices. Would the concession approach work or a full privatization work? We will stay off as politicians, let them get a framework in a more transparent, open, frank manner. Then when we get a buy-in of Ghanaians, then we can set the standards using an RFQ, an RFP, and then a competitive tender process. Let me make this clear. We are not going to do sole sourcing when it comes to the ECG private sector participation. Competitive tender process with some element of private sector participation using local content, and then we set the KPIs so we make progress. And so we are clear in our minds what we intend to do.
Until you are clear in your mind to say you want to privatize ECG. And no, I don't know. The NMP before you must Montias, no. Eye chrono, eye scandal, omu wiesika 2 billion, 40 billion, 346,000 billion, and I'm with the Ghana for it. So you see, so what you say? What you say? Idea way, ye bought to gui. Ye kata ye ni mane eluku like NPP is stealing the state. Yes, state capture. Sana ye kama eti ye wase. But then the NDC is going to do the same thing. Into kwasi ampanyini food soldier NDC ni onam PDS scandal no. Your party came in power and they are going to do the same thing. Food soldier. Nanado yenipabone, nanado wawia Ghana sika, energy sector mu wia yen, meters no ye Dr. Bwumia na kofa pubi aba mu di wia yen, ni nyina ye tro. Enne onipa na wo to abama ne so mra power. Osi oba be ye the same thing. As chire ne saying, say nye yen na ye di animu a, di obeye bia no. Eya de pone. Anim guase akwaba. This time round, Mahama be suffer in government more than 2012 to 2016. Because desperation of power no emomudi intro to the point to say omo twa ntro na chichiri wa ankasa won kon to any initiative that they will take. Your propaganda statement, so you keep on exposing them. We will keep on and keep on exposing them. Now, we are one about the PDS. So what I want to say, PDS was just a company. So PDS scandal, no, there was no sense in it. PDS is a company now about shares of ECG. And today, privatization of ECG part. But young canisa, you see PDS scandal. And a Jeffaba be our Ghana mine. But the boot, John Jina put in a hair country say, almost no, almost baba ye the same thing. But ye come and it to assume say ye bokro no ye real. Aden, why should we go to such a low level to the point to say everyone can take advantage of us? Every politician, even the most stupid politician, consider we Ghanaians as vulnerable people, mentally vulnerable. Mentally, every stupid politician in Ghana believes that Ghanaians are vulnerable in terms of mentally. Physically, there we are there. But the head, la testa, Sister Diana Bekanchiramu, la testa is vulnerable, very vulnerable head. And I did it to and omoye di ompe. One so mo try see, or try and see because on ne Mahama Miano ebeto shares wo we mu. Enti now no, it is good. Samoro kuja topera kwa beto shares wo mu. Enti ye good. Fifi kwete ebeto shares. Ana sabio. Kwasi ampanyi bi oti kumase akwa akoko broni bi no. Ebe man contract to surprise something ti ye kama. Sami jamfi benya share wo we mu nti ye kama. Ai bibia ye kama. Sa John Jinapo ono ankasa so no obenya dwuma bi aye no wo energy sector ho anya sika bi agu ne bottom. Nti the privatization na nka MP for share ase anka enye complete na ye some shares na ye ton no. Almost all monte ase na de eya de pa ejina na nan so yenye na eya de pa modam. Oh, so when you mattress you got to about this when you mattress. Oh, so when you mattress when you address now to an hour when him Hemilum, wow to about this no. Kohemilum now so when you mattress yet the word drinking diagro because you showcase you say you are vulnerable and I take advantage of you. Said the made be a country me say Yankopon boy no mo obi adwene. Obia Yankopon man adwene. But they were omo decided said they will not use their minds, their brains in their head. But when you declare who say you don't want to use your head, don't worry, stay cool. Don't worry, stay cool. Ubenya obia no. And I'm saying adwene e de ma ye no no de no enso no. Oba beje de na afiri utim. No de akane de no ho de aye ne niema. Eni bi na ndisi for de aye nkwasiafo no makoto aba ma omo a yesan akoyachi e wo oman koso mu no. Eti se mmere unnimu nyansa hu se mmere ho wo mfaso. Eno so saa when we say we mmere so wo mfaso don't worry. Obi betena ase adwena hu say yes. Mmere ho wo mfaso ntimi de na Nyankopon de ama me te say wo de 24 hours a day. And they say wo de no so nim so mfaso a me ba ba je wo de no de aka me de no na me de na come more than 24. Sanity. Either you are conscious or you are unconscious. Yes. Either you are conscious or unconscious. And when you are unconscious, stay cool. Don't worry. You will get a conscious man that will take your mind, your brain to do things that will favor him. Finish. Finito. È finito. Tutto finito così. Cool. Cool. Enti ne John Jinapo enim say NDC supporters ni adwene Mahama ni say NDC supporters ni adwene enti watimi agye omo adwene no ne omo mmere e de aka ne de na homa sese wanya ba bi gina asabio Rambo car na otimene o kan NDC for say enye aban enye Ghana sika na ode kotoye o modam ajuba be na wo kwakoya yeka Italy for say la spesa non vale la impresa. What is the meaning? The cost, the cost, no, when the cost is not enough to cover the expenses, when the cost is not enough, and I say the payment, no, when the payment is not enough to cover what you are doing, you will never do it. And this is your Mahama, no, or onim se juma no baba no benye sika, obetum di ato saka na on tini bottom musika. Emfankoto Rambo car, Emenenam Ghana ho, Embedin Troncho, Abrana Nado Danko Kufuad by a government, one talk government car, or the Noankasane car, and an Nante. But you got NDC people going around taking the ministers, and Nado Kobabi or Mudinachi, police inspectors and Painfobinuma, and Nado Kobabi or Mudinachi, regional ministers, and Nado Kobabi or Mudina, district officers. Omo one personal car and Nado ko bi omudi na chi. You could trust every day no be church and Nado is living like Arabian king. Now what GD? But then Mahama nem kwa ne cake tani $500 million. Jimmy $500 million a car. Because when you saw Adrian, so he has taken advantage of your mind, your time, and now he is having everything. Common V8 and a man for tree, and ministers there, district directors there, regional minister there, government appointee be there, and another cover be ordinary or can a car. Then you're trying video there, but to watch or say, and I don't want car see dinner cheap. But you don't think about why not take car no. And the other marginal. I sono truffatori, serio. Sono completos truffatori, sono dei truffatori, criminali, nati criminali e viveranno di criminalità. They were born criminals and they're going to live with the criminality. You can't change that. Now, hey bro, NDC will pay everything in 2028. By 7th December 2028. The defeat that we saw, defeat young people for you, defeat your men, NDC will suffer more than that. Because Brenna Mono is so good to me, a baby. And couples on better to your more canket and not bring you hope be a mom. Yes. Bwumia, my PDS in a fine a child. Do you remember God for you? Okay, good for you. The big brain of Dr. Alhaji Mahama Bwumia. The gold for oil by then. Eba system one I Ghana for your bida. Yet the say, you're too good. Na ya washi. Na ya swadi ya koma brofo. Na omwato. Na omwapia yenka. Na ya sen asise sikana bagana. Now after 2 months, ya sen asise apa Jessica and they are quite potro, as and they are by a crum. And one an name, Jiminti, Sarana tip, Monfanchep. I name him say, yeah, Bosumi Bia, they hear $400 million. Into the idea, you're too good now. Now you're the core of Brucha Quacoto, no more the dollars now, at my name, treasure this way you could more. Into a true say, a Quacoto potro now, near demanded $. The more you demand for $, more the $, get power over your city. The bosumi bia na ya anka said can you try ato your common na you try your con. En kopem se papa be a friend Dr. Alhaji Mahama Bwumia baye. No si dabi. Yen to me yen sama ni ye. Yemfa gold no enkwaje oil no mra na pressure no ameden amma meda sabio yesidi no so. Said the gold no koto oil no ba price of oil no be stable because you acquire the gold in echo. The exchange rate no, it doesn't affect us. And this if what about timber ye they can some phone. I'm a Ghana for G2. Sabio mi ankasa mi bra panyin Kennedy Japan kura de na ho betum. Kennedy de why TMPP they mean me rentimi freedom. Kennedy ankasa bekan. Why should we have to export gold to buy oil? Adan yin tumi nton you know na yam fasika na mafians na akwakoto oil no. And NDC for so. And I'm with the go and PP am PP for any masse. Dr. Bwumia we are gold. Am PP amanyo we are gold. I'm with the gold no ko omo we sika omo finding money for campaign. And NDC for year listen to the double standard.
If you look at the price on Platts vis-a-vis the price that we are hearing from government, clearly that fuel was bought at a premium. But as the evidence points to, and we are all witnessing today, is that this gold for oil deal so far as we speak has not impacted positively on the price of oil. Indeed, on the contrary, the currency that we were told that this gold was strengthened, this program was strengthened, the currency appears to be weakening. And as has been rightly pointed there, on the market, the currency has depreciated by 10% even after the implementation of this so-called gold for oil program. Because if you talk to the Chamber for Bullion Traders of Ghana and they export our gold from the small scale and artisanal sector, they are required to repatriate 80% of the forex to Ghana within 30 days. And so if PMMC decides that, look, we will not allow you to export that gold, in economics, there's something called an opportunity cost.
Okay.
It means that forex that they would have been bringing in would no longer come. So you are simply cutting your nose, is it to spite your face? So the net effect is that, look, you are not getting any extra dollars. You are not getting any extra forex. And so I knew right from day one that this so-called gold for oil program will not impact our forex cover, will not significantly reduce the cost of fuel, and that the mantra that government was going to get some cheaper oil from somewhere is not true. And so, fortunately, the chamber has petitioned Parliament through the Speaker. I've seen a copy of that petition. At least there's a first pass. So there are some key questions that ought to be answered. Okay. What quantities of gold did we buy? Price. Who did we exchange that gold for oil with? Because they told us it's a barter. From the documents I have seen, it does appear that it is Letasco that brought in the oil. Letasco, to the best of my knowledge, does not trade in gold. So clearly there's an intermediary. Anytime you bring intermediaries in this value chain, it escalates the value chain costs, and that is passed on to the consumer.
Considering that most of the
say uni nim die bedru yonko o si o tan yonko o tan ansa hwan na hwan say unim die ni nuru die obinima, you will not understand and you always criticize it. How do you want the effect of gold for oil no ebeye immediate just after you implemented the policy? Adewajimi but the journalists and the Ghanaian people bought into this. I implemented a law. The day I implemented, after 2-3 days, 1 week, 1 month, you say you want to see the effect of it. Nasanetia. Nasabio, a broker uba. How long it takes you to harvest? Jimmy Amunimo. But that was a mind game that they were praying against the betterment of your life. Onimpefe say juma na adwene na papa ne de aba na ono na adwene ntimi ammoma na nkwa nkoduru ho adwene. But o transia chire na o ye ntotoe na o hwe the way things are going now. Otumi hu say no, the papa is doing something great. But he will pretend as if the thing is not good because onimu say Wonni ma kenkan wagimi nti no wobagye adi na ode deceive enti no enna John Jinapo beye minister no ye bisa no gold for oil ehun asem tie de obeka hey Allahu Akbar the Almighty Father in heaven should bless Dr. Alhaji Muhammad Bwumia and keep him alive and strong for 2028 because we want him. I didn't go to team no. We cannot explain quite of us so nyaye. Also again an insao. But the knowledge, economically, geopolitical expert. To say papa we no. I was saying Ghana for yen hearing no. Listen to what John Jinapo said after they won power about gold for oil. Listen.
Importers consider the issue of forex as an issue when dealing with bust, and the gold for oil came to mitigate that issue. And there is scarcity of forex, and in a month we need about 400 million USD to import petroleum products. So, what would be your position on the gold for oil policy, and how are you going to fix the issue of forex for importers? And Honorable Nominee, thank you very much.
Honorable Nominee, I believe the question is, what is your position on gold for oil? You can ignore the commentaries and proceed to answer the question.
Okay, Abushia, Mr. say like a video no mama. Yeah, every video your doors. And yeah, about 80 plus. But me and crabbing and I like it. The Mr. say, but more than I like a video no mama. Mr. Opa said, Jumana me when you what I will ask you is just to like the video for me. And then your first time so now I subscribe one mama. Come on. Now don't Satiano about the man. So say there be a bad life for Ubenyankra bo nkrato say about life. Now I be join here. Thomas Mafo. Hey, name me mo akwaba. Momenti John Jinapo. Your kind. I like na hu hia me pa. Momento ado.
I refer to 28th November 2023 publication. Bank of Ghana to phase out gold for oil policy. Bank of Ghana governor announces. And so I think that they are rather vindicating my position that it was not well thought out. If it was that good and it was solving the problem, you don't phase out a policy that is delivering results. What we would do, we would review it, we would analyze it, and ensure that we come out with a model that is fit for purpose, that ensures that we account for the gold. Honorable Tifosa has already indicated that we want to form a gold board which will aggregate all the gold. We have an escrow account where the forex or the hard currency would move into, so that we'll use that to support fuel imports, but also support the payment of IPPs and the payment of gas. So we are looking at a holistic, well-encompassing approach rather than a narrow approach. Thank you.
Shawate. Mahama Manyo review kwa. Mahama Manyo no initiative. Mahama Manyo no ideas. Mahama Manyo review kwa. Review. Because when the mind is weak, the body suffer. Mahama ni review the yasemo. So what? God for all you now no more criticize no. And net there, almost say they are going to use it to make sure say Ghana see the Bejina. The Dr. Bwumia iron that our bank from 8 tons to 42 tons of gold. Bank of Ghana they pushes it. Dr. Ajun no 1 man's brain. 1 man's brain. And then at all force is all co-implemented. Gold for you know, Doctor de buy ya or criticize no dean trogun so can trogun so no. And then at all force and said there. John Jinapo said there or corner no so complemented. Ntiabusia abatu ye ekotu ye. Ye koto abase ye koye nim anase ye koye chi. Yimano wo comment section box. Tell me, ye to abako ye chi. I believe say to abako yachi, but one so chile me wadwen or comment section boss. Which is a battle ya yakoto ye. What was the purpose of that? TNT yakoto aba. I mean, a nipana ye no buy no. Which is a dear no the Baba Society, no dear koyachi, not dear koyani. Doctor was already ready. He knew what he's supposed to do. He had everything on his mind. He has already started these things. Mahama manyo review kwa Mahama manyo no initiative. Mahama manyo skadien kwa sikadien. So this is the big brains of Dr. Lahaji Muhammad Bwumia, supported by His Excellency, the former former President of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Abusia, message say like a video no. Na share video no. Message say like it here me pa. Enti gold for oil. Ye di Nana Addo ne nkrofo atem so omo bokro no. But at the end of the day, the same people who were insulting Nana Addo has come back to say they are going to use the same methodology. Also, dear Juan bro, they are no.
Nipa boni ni nipa tanta nipa fonsa. What ma?
Abusiafo. Na John Jina Popa abonten be kan de obeka no. My bia shira transia ya analysis bi. So what is said John Jina Popa can say good for you no. And to me stabilize the fuel price. And to me stabilize the forest. You can the rate of dollar. Tie video way na fa mu adwene. Ye bo video way we pay na ma be phone lines na to utumi fe na wa kire wadwene. But me so say bo modern akoso na like video na yenko ye ni. Misra wa and then your first time so na wa subscribe kama. Say that ye ba life be be na obeti en kana wa be join ye. Moment tie video way ye analysis of the effect of gold for oil on the Ghana's economy. You ya na ma be phone lines na to na wa frɛ akire wadwene.
Yeah. Omo can say any significant to me no gold for oil. Me say any impact bia obi any hwa obi any hwa I can say any impact bia. Omo can say any significant. That's the words you used. Say any significant change. But here they on
the oil price.
Yeah, they essence said year started 2022. Now oil prices 1 liter of diesel 6.9 cedis. 6 cedis 90 pesos. And I started 2022 with January. Before say you drew December 2022 no, now drew 23 cedis per liter diesel. Now drew 20 cedis per liter. You launch good for oil in January. By May, you launch gold for oil in January. By May, na dollar na starting ko Americano, na dollar na atiaba. Because you can say adiem you know na debe. You can say two things na debe. Ye debe hwe na sikana BDCs no efa ekotoba no. Ye be reducing by half. You can say ebe ni nyina. That is one. Enti ebema the pressure on the dollar beba form. You can say ebema fuel prices so aba form. Fuel prices ever from to the extent that by May, now do 13 cedis per liter. By May, throughout 2023, the highest it went was 14 cedis per liter. Even today, it is still around 14 cedis, 15 cedis per liter. The same thing. So yeah, they gold for oil. That's one. Two is that yenya relative stability of the cedi between February 2022 and December, we had relative stability to the extent that today it is still around 15 cedis. But it went to 16 cedis in December 2022. And see that in the history of this country, say within 2 years, na ijina fako. Say kwa eko, mbana chibium. Diesel price kwa eko, mbana chibium. So gold for oil, and it's nama energy minister no. I can say they will review it and see the merits in it. Say, I was say, omo etwaso or betwaso. That was what Jinapo said. He didn't discount say a failure. As the panelists were her, omo nyinano epese omo allude to the fact. You can start whichever strategy you want to start. Any problem here? The here and say fuel prices in beba form. Dollar to CD no, ebitimi ababe 4 cedis and answer 5 cedis omo kachira. That is what is important to the Ghanaian. Say kwanya ubefa swaye no, say ubefa Bwumia approach no, because Ghana for say Bwumia approach no mompe. So omo tutiano. Mebwa. So o approach no, fabra ni yenhwe. So I don't make sure say ekoya ebeka. Anko yeso ebeka. And we'll make sure that we keep them to their own ways. NDC a winning elections no. Before some winning elections no, we share bebre or can say within a year 120 days 4 months no. No ma bi wo ho a opese oye a obeboa ama na timi atumpo 26 different items. Bakwa omudi winning wo asinof. Me aminua Abdul Samad and as a friend say MP for New Dubiasi ko gina asempra suzo e ka kire omo e o mosque say Akufo-Addo pese odi turumu ba e ma omo hwini asenof with it. Assemblies of God penimpa e be gina in November e the statement e ba say if Akufo-Addo does not sign the bill omo betu etia Bwumia because one signed the bill. And then Mahama say bill no cry who here. Was it trumu bill no who here? Because they kind of say was say young focus on your family values. Yan chere ya mabre ya mani yan chere nkwala. Into omuti ase dia who here say be bill bia. Was say yan san koyechi.
Did he really say that?
Sana okay. So una ojina fifi sana okay. Sana okay. Send okay.
Richard video know how I am.
Send okay.
Just finding the video.
What say yetimi ko ekoye yefre ekochere ya mane ne ya mamre chere Ghana fo a ehu hia say be ye mrabia. Send okay say video na ready amon kan chere me. The to sumi ni say what say yenye broader consultation. Hey! Minim bill I Ghana ha yenye broader consultation chamber way. Started 2021. To the extent that yama a group be a presentation in parliament for 3 months. For 3 months, TV a capturing live. A call Supreme Court twice. And sana buy. And then Mahama Ekatre say trumi bill no. Afi na wo chef for us. Ono kra person or sponsor.
Yes, you body now for president and His Excellency.
Your friend say Yewura Mahama.
His Excellency is also.
Omampeni Mahama.
The
first gentleman of the land. President Mahama. Omampeni Mahama. What's say ne? Turumu no ehunya. Me say, read my lips. Turumu bill no. Mahama 4 years from now. Ubu say sa turumu bill yenye. Because Mahama is never committed to sa turumu bill. What did you vote? The Ghana for share. And idea was a young answer for OMPs na ye you. Maku 8. Ye de ba pet. Mosi no crano, ye de ba na obetu muno. Reverend Tim Fojo. Na your friend say ono crade or the ameme fe ene be ko join in. And idea Mahama said bill no on try a normal woman enye papa. That's very important. What kind? Okay. Obia kind, me kind, where kind, obia kind waha. One trade the woman, M1 mino. Now on try no one and some for parliament. They say they saw a supreme leader. Meboa or super majority or person passing law bia within some few weeks. Obitima pass on first reading, second reading, third reading. Now pass no approval because only consider bia.
Okay.
And our try say trumu. No. Anko betcha me ayam. So when you trumu no.
Me da sia wa Mohammed na o president and say den do be betcha mo ayam.
Baby.
Abusia na say de wo ho no. Munyira mate. O men kan message kakra na phone lines no ye bie atum. Abusia message say like ne ho hia me pa. Into yan like a video now, but more than I like him, mammy. I like him, mammy. Now like him, mammy. It said, watch me out there. Until like a video, no mammy. Now, one subscribe also, and I subscribe. She video na adofo enso enye bi enhwe. Mama yen kan message kakra. Phone lines no edam. Utumi frɛ. But message wo. Ya, utumi frɛ na wa kyerɛ wadwen. E won sema ne ye de abremu. Ene mo so mfo mafo. I think say ne my mama a lot of things. There are a lot of things to say about that. But we may make sure say obi anso benya kwanya na wa yeden. Na wa frɛ bi. Enti phone lines ne dam. Enti so utumi frɛ na wa kyerɛ wadwen. Na video back we want to send coming more, but time continue. Forget about it. We will talk about it tomorrow. Say the Tibiano, Munina Munim. Say Yamaya Hosudie. There is nothing that can stop us. No water. No water can cool this fire. Yeah. The true thing. No fire can be cooled by this water of the NDC. Into a more monama bontron moka said. Ena hwan opa audio cassette Mahama ebe ba so no momra itari ha ana mewo me de omo itari bebre ni me ntu ye ndisi now so wo itari now nti ase audio come for me. Yes, come for me, no problem. It is funny how Ghanaians we have allowed ourselves to be scammed. Yes, jaya homa ya scam yen from, because we are vulnerable mentally. And Crofoway a study. Yadne Kwaya Faso Kasa. They have studied everything and they have used that to conquer our brain. Mother from phone lines no ya biatum utumi frɛ na wachre wadwen kama. Yeah, Sister Deborah Frey, do one friend. O kasa wi a na ma sha ase aka messages no. Enti comment utumi gya no ho. Ya be kan am kama. Say they say na efata. Mesra wo frɛ na mamfa call na ekse se obi kasa. Enti de kasa no kasa wi a na ya yedai. Ya fa wo so call. Mame Deborah, e bo akwa aba. Mame eti say first caller. Nyamena do me ho ye pa. Yeah.
About how to govern a country. Into I think say, meno, and people ideas, they should keep quiet. I know say, and people ideas maybe. A lot of them, but I quite say, what I'll feel the way you know how to operate it more than even if they try to get it from they can't do it like the the brain behind it.
Yes.
They do nothing. They don't know. Like they are clueless. Omanu na yede. Any akushie no munim. Any adada. Ena nipa subia you deceive somebody to get something. No. Because you deceived somebody or someone to get something. No.
Yeah.
It doesn't end well with you.
Yeah.
That's what they did to Ghanaians. Sorry, gold for oil way. One of the best way. When the country is going into a recession, and now when there is crisis, and now all the economic hardship and recession. If a country is in that economic recession, now say Ghana, will go. We have it. We don't have to go buy gold.
No.
We can get gold from our own country. Now say if we have that DBSA, you bet me they exchange it for oil because what the gold there, the value is more.
Yeah.
Because the gold we gold no. So what gold that's now how to manage it and or how to do business with it. It will never depreciate.
Absolutely.
It doesn't go down.
Until it may go up. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. You are because gold now I it's a hedge, like a boundary here, it protects you.
Yes.
It say you will gold near the yes now. Why were they against it?
Because
it wasn't them. Yes, but I didn't tell most mobile. You see, the whole Ghana is under review.
Yeah.
The whole Ghana is under review because everything we are reviewing.
Yeah, everything review.
They don't have any second solution. They don't have any solution. The MP people, sad way there was a moment MP people as to take a Bwumia women education way obianka na yenje omuna yenhwe de mo be. They will ombe message na ma app we mu omunim se anu ene yeja ene adada inti me NDC every day they don't have the intelligence to govern the country. They don't have that intelligence, but they are claiming they know. Inti omunima monya ne yenhwe mo bia mpo ma MP people who sell your ideas mo better radio station so mo clue na yenhwe dom betumi aye. They cannot do anything. And about pastors so me I remember after 1 week I went to about and I'm a friend Ghana now Mrs. Taka say pastors now started I miss you me a Christian but I'd rather vote for a Muslim who I know is competent, who I know have the knowledge to move the country forward than voting for a Christian. I mean himself won't be. This has got nothing to do with a religion.
Absolutely.
Ruling the country has not into Omopate say Nyanko Pondo Mahama not a Christian right from birth.
Absolutely.
He joined, I think, through marriage. That's some time ago, Sana Mite, yes, and Inti Mahama na Musu Krampo like what's the difference between them?
Muslim and a Christian.
Yes. Inti say what to meet na ho ma wo sofo to me convince him. Say corner koto abama way because way or ye Christian na way nye Christian na wo aso hands na ho andre ho. Na so ukoye sadia then you are not like you are not using your mind.
Absolutely.
Bible baby anywhere say me who Bible baby even Bible baby I mean who read Isaiah 45 I read the way the verse no but Israel the modern day Iran Persia in the Bible it's considered as Persia a modern day Iran.
Okay.
Yes, edu baby na Israel chrono. Nyankopon allow a Persian to rule over Israel. Ma ono so pa ye no nyamo obeye kwa oma ko ni ahead more than the way na Israel needs so oma ko ni e konkan. Inti Nyankopon can use anybody at any time. Nyankopon ohwe nipa akumem. Na sa wo ye Kristo ni na wakume mu ye tuma na wo ye Kristo ni na adwefa pe bi anintima na for the sake say wo ye Kristo ni nti yankasa Bible na nkasa asori de yakọ yenti asori na yakọ yenti ase potna ya gese potna asori dem Sundays ya to correction ya bomb pay that makes you a Christian. No, there is more to being a Christian. Usuban now so what asori dem na sa wo ba na sa wo ye civil servant na upa na say na for corruption then person was also a Christian. That doesn't make you a Christian. Any nama no any prayers na sorry dem e but na ya dey no ka say Christopher na Christians. Into me I would rather vote for if you don't learn I would rather vote for a Muslim who can take the country forward than a Christian who take the country backwards. Nyankopon yimu eba ne sa Nyankopon yimu obebia inti enja is a cake and mediocre way mentality na I say if you don't understand the Bible so if you don't read the Bible and our way in a spiritual way with God you let these pastors interpret the Bible wrongly for you. You have to read the Bible and know God for yourself else these pastors they'll mislead you.
Of course.
Now we we be na for 1 month so me say me no authority pa be we anka me anka sa anka me na anka me no authority be president anka me gu asori be
Of course.
1 month anka me gu be because some go bani ni aya kosue any omukotom any forest is hard no that's what they come for. They don't come for nyankopon edule bia.
If they want supermarket.
Yeah, they don't come for the work of God.
Absolutely not.
If they come for the work of God, anka onyeni enisa onyeni wo authority. Now who stop no da wo da car kesi mu.
Asemo.
Most mansions, mo da car kesi mu every Sunday ya mo some coat ni mo shoe.
Yeah.
Appearance. Without thinking about the
poor ones.
people. Yeah, to me, I don't see them as pastors and men of God. They are just business people doing their business there.
Yeah.
That's the easy place they can get, convince people to give money.
Yeah.
Easy money for them. Brad, you know what? No.
Mama, that's your sister. Deborah, Nankupon count. That's no contribution. If you are not so just give me something. Just say now, got the fire. Got the fire. Got the fire. No process. Sister Diana can say
Pronto, buonasera. Non siamo noi, bene tu.
Bene, grazie.
Buon lavoro, sei grande.
Grazie.
Oh, bad, ma mi changino because we'll be monte.
Okay.
Yaminka, money and Juma, oh, you are. Yandy is for the Yakupo Bishop Macalon. Modi afro woman chance the actually to Ghana for. O much Ghana for you answer no answer. Agui a chin so be uncanon. After na da omodia yeno. Yakupo Bebusa woman. If it is somebody atro na da na to Ghana for between. And Oma Koto Abama. Don Dramani Mahama. Promise I won't see me. Promise in our promise no. 1 year west. Who know ye me free bar. A free school bar na woman and ye mamma some from swinging ano. Obey any yama any program. Obama Omodian, Papa Eddie. Aduane anya te sɛ ne nkraman aduane na ɛbɛyɛ te sɛ ne mmadeɛ no yɛne ne yɛwe so wɔn mo nti wɔka nyina na amanfoɔ ɔbɔgye ne so yee nti mmɔnye so yee no wɔbɛhwɛ so no ayɛ ho adwuma ɛna ɔde sɛ LGBTQ hwan ne plus ayi no so no San George sɛ ɔbɛsan Obilivu no, and an actually na assembly for penny no obedience and another Quasano. A soft farmer, both for my Yagigan, Kuraba for almost Stanwa. Woman, woman, you didn't woman made dear. Woman chichida here for woman throw woman, and woman to me for my and minima woman. No much Thomas, woman that woman said, woman, woman, fine. Woman, modern step. Omba frɛ Mahama na kɔsan no nyɛ na ado na sabi wa aboa ne adidi mbɔne abɛsoa no so osuro sɛ ɔbɛkɔ akɔsan na wonya help mfiri baabi a ɛne nsanka Mahama ɔbɛsan ɔnkɔsan wɔnkɔsan ɔno abie n'anum kaa sɛ ɔba a ɔbɛsan na ɔna ɛbɛkyerɛ sɛ yɛmfa nkyerɛkyerɛ nkɔlaa wɔ sukuu mu yɛkyerɛ akwadaa wɔ sukuu yɛkyerɛ wɔn mu nimdeɛ sukuu biara ne hɔ a yɛkɔkyerɛ sɛ wei ɛni sukuu curriculum biara mu nti so ɔno nim hɔ ɛneɛ wɔnsan ne wɔnkyerɛkyerɛ ne ma wɔnte ho committee na wɔnkyerɛkyerɛ Ghanafoɔ no ɔnsan we de wo mo anim tom sɛ Nana Ado yɛ amamɔfoɔ ɛyɛ Nyame adom wɔ kɔ ɛduru wɔn so wɔn mɛsan ɛma Ghanafoɔ nyɛ yɛn ntoma pamfɛmfra electricity no wɔba no so Nana Ado wɔn na ɛto no ɔse Ghana is sick Ghana is sick na wotie akyerɛ a wɔhu sɛ obi yare nnam yam sɛ ɔnam wura mu tete hahama sɛ wɔanya hahama a ɔde bɛsa Ghana yadeɛ wei de yɛserɛ no wɔmɛsa Ghana yadeɛ na wɔmfa yɛnkɔ baabi pa na wɔma yɛ ho ban na yadeɛ na yɛkɔɔ mu no yɛmfiri mu ɔmo mɛka ne saa tra nyegye ɛmɛgye tumi nwie na wafei wogye tumi wie yɛ na waka akyerɛm sɛ deɛ wopɛ na wobɛyɛ deɛ manfoɔ hwɛ so to abama a wɔ no ɛno pɛpɛɛpɛ na ɛsɛ wɔba abɛyɛ wonya asɛm toasoɔ no yɛserɛ no na wɔmo start work yɛsɛ yɛwɔ examination room nti examine aba ɔse start work nti obiara starting work na ɛmaa mu hanka kurom no yɛhwɛ adeɛ a ɛyɛ important wɔ kurom yɛ school hospital ɛna electrician ne akwan so de kora akwan ne mfa nte kora no a ɛsɛ nka wɔtumi ayiyi saa nkurɔfoɔ no baabi a ɔmo pɛ sika deɛ atofoɔ society deɛ wɔyi awie ambulance standard na enwie saa nipa wɔatumi kɔyɛ finance minister ma no yɛyɛ deɛ na Ghana we have more way to go we have more way to go Ghana saa atofoɔ si na ɛkɔyɛ financial minister deɛ a yɛda n'ase paa so wɔn abɛgye man no ɛpɛ so wɔn sɛɛ no nti wɔn start na wɔn keka wɔn na wɔnyɛ adwuma na okugya to so ne group no na sɛ man mu ha yɛyɛ investigation apɛ wɔn afa aban agyapadeɛ a yɛnkɔtwetwe yɛn kɔn te sɛ nkurɔfoɔ wɔɔ saa asɛm wɔ yɛn tii bi da nti wɔn nhyɛ nyansa na wɔn nyɛ the right way mu wɔn obi hu sɛ ɔman no yɛn ni abie excuse me gyimi adwuma no a wɔn yɛ na ɛnyɛ adeɛ ɛbɛboa wɔn nyae na wɔn mfa kɔɔ so sɛ wɔbɛtumi de ɔman no ɔkɔ akyi obi apɔsisi yɛde no de wɔnyɛ adwuma na sɛ yɛpɛ sɛ yɛde gye a special prosecutor na ɛbɛtwetwe wɔn a atɔ sika awia sika sɛdeɛ nsuo tɔɔyɛ no saa na ɛsɛ wɔn no bɛ wɔn bɛwie bi a saa na mpitifoɔ abɛwie nti wɔn nyaa na wɔn mu man no wɔn mma wɔn asom nye wɔn mu yɛyɛ srɛ wɔn man no megya a na obi so abanyame nka ho ase ɔma obiara ahoɔden na menim sɛ dɔkta deɛ ne vision no nyankopɔn nti ɛmpare yɛn wɔbɛba 2028 ya okay
Thank you very much. Yeah. Sister Diana, very constant. She's here to support. Which is Sister Deborah. Yeah. People about Cope, Mamma is the Kimberly Mark. Papa, friend. And then we said, hello. Good evening, Mama. It's saying.
This one,
Amen. Opia, who you pa, you know what they Amen.
There was fearful now, won't be Cassa, and be trouble.
Mamma. Amen.
Now, dear, not the buyer, will be an about. It's a mouse, mammy, can you show?
Yet you.
And I could quite many a hero.
Yeah.
The best ever president. Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia would still be the best vice president in Ghana.
Yeah.
That Ghana has known. Yeah. I mean, that's the back of the show.
Me too.
I saw Ghana on Omunyas of and a Mrs. Diane and Sister Bako by the time. Oh, my business for him, I can't tell him. Oh, sir, I saw every time piano. I saw to be able to say, 4 years here, the fun. Not open it there, or bet me didn't know why then.
Abon.
Yeah. Yes. Because one more story one of one. Hey, I think one of almost a small one would post any meko.
Yes.
And if it's almost the same time, yeah, a business. The one of one, they don't care about them.
Absolutely not.
Because Omoye for sale every 4 years. Omoye for sale. And the leaders, the reason the Americans and the leaders, say, and the point for that by one commercial Is it not still ruling in the country? Still, it is still ruling in the country.
Yes.
Or your president. Yes. Because he knows that as something they are evil. Me see ya video na ko pa. Me somo. Na me somo no so won frame. Yeah, me na perfect. Onipa dia no ye perfect. E won nyam.
Yeah.
But every 4 years ya na suffer no. Omo ka broko o, omo ye dan yo. Omo nyina ya konfo. E na wo se mo so a Duncan Williams agina sale no. Omo so omo na ka broko to means that they are the best. But I'm telling you the gospel truth. They are the most dangerous evil pastors I've ever known. Now we buy one man church now. One more thing. One more na a year, of course this is gone. Obi so who to them back. That cruise way. Me and every pro who to them back car say. One more shut down a force on what can we do? I didn't say me and Kasa. Who shut down a force? I didn't know for me. I keep on asking myself, God, where are you? I just seen a woman of big or the father for me. After when you were young, probably ever sooner. I say, me. And the partner of who are selling them on, they are not taking them to heaven. They sell them every 4 years. Politicians,
yes.
Every 4 years, yeah, but now a soft no, one more business of Kayade. I'm sorry. Now a woman, a good woman. Now I have come say, yeah, I mean, control. I didn't tell you, Duncan Williams, so yeah, the 12 bar or my fellow man, you know, Papa,
yeah.
Papa, yeah, God is in a dashing car, you know, and some one will move up catch from a solid man because or move a bob man,
yes,
any before any chain I have one, so the gold, a bamada almost, and I have all woman, this one of woman, they are not taking them anywhere.
I see.
They are destroying their life. If you see a problem, no more to do my no more day, or my castaway, that's from myself, because they already know, I'm not on warm. They're quite spiritual, I'm not on warm.
Yeah, I divert your attention.
Yes, I'm going to say, what that, and this is I'm going to criminals, and man. They are criminals. Now, they are brown women who are from. Yes, Mahama Bawa Bay, the sister for the whole Ghana, suffer back to send them to the preaching. So, I saw a Christ apostolic the Debe, or what happened.
Okay, I'm a quarter, how can I say me? Echo.
Why was he a friend? Who the best standing in video their throat?
Okay.
Best standing in video their bro and pray. My first Bible every Sunday, the preaching there, and you throw by. But by sin and adult, every day, therefore, and you can't say, when I know. The question is, Papa, will he come back and settle what Mahama is going to do?
Yeah,
Papa, who you suffer? The person is sure say, and can we one my yes to that particular way? And can you pay 2 million being edgy?
Yeah, baby.
But who bashing and now the fan and another because Manado or your list president here o siasa Nana Addo wo ba kasa won fio o tuko mu anu ababa ben Nana Addo da ka tidwa ni Ghana adan ye adan ye ya for some water shedet na for atiwa walk don't na post on my table get your officer and get your walk for piano e ba wo mian mo na de ba now I will set here set the map amen every one for say ya pamo mo mama for na ya mo na fie na mo ko mo di hwe e ko yo be fa so ko ma ne de e ye business mo bua da mo ko be ba to ko se ni sa mo de mo do yes ko ko na fie na mo nya mo ade mo te power dia na ma ade da because ya kasa mo be kasa ma mo kura mo to me kasa and so ye ti ko ku da bia e dia ti ko fa ni ko who was just na mo bia wo mo ti se ba ko na me kasa me pesa me trust mo to so dia ma so no mo bu nua ku ko tena sia mo nya adwene ayi menti bia we mo ko tena sia ku kwa mo ya fa do ma ba power
they don't fast oni so
Nana Addo former president Nana Addo Nana we love you
Addo guy
Addo show boy
Addo me ya jimedi
digital man.
Yeah.
A papa was the mama and your Jumaye. When a friend of mine, Diana, but the friend never review Ghana, you know.
I review no question, review agenda. You review everything.
Media for again, I'm working. Media for again, I'm working. It's a man can swam, go back kayak.
Yeah.
Ya pesi ya chira omu say the omu call energy na ebi be kan wu media ni na wutu one.
Of course.
Ebi be kan so because ya ba Ghana ya show like the trailer. Ya pesi ya busa mu say sama mana na atu anto de ene mu ne dede mama ya pese Mamu ntina ho enye ni polisamsa ne nyame betuatua mo kamate onyame obetuatua mo ka because mumu bi no mo life especially ni mani ma mo bi ni ayi me kwa me na fufuo wa mita ba ko pe ni pa 1000 ene nsuo mita ba ko pe me ka tro mo sese si aso mo na je Mahama bae
yes
Mita na mu yusu nipa ba ku nipa be 10 na yusu as 20 yusu no ya catch am say Mahama ba enya di obi abe process ya privatize no eti nipa no or city can no be tia Mahama so kama port no ton ya no we no ni shebe wo bia Mahama be ton wo Ghana and be ton wo Ghana bia omu shewo wo underground
I say na dey ye boaboa ye hu ntino me de mawa na so ama me percentage
yo ayi take or pay no Professor Mahama and this one mu ni mana take or pay no and this one mu e ti se si aye pon a e fo na mutu musa be ku mutiri che Nana Addo onye ni paboni ni so wo your bad time wo ye ja e mo na oto nyane na oto gu wo no ohun nyansa se last year a pebae e ma komo bae no it means store aduane wadane ntatia na na kafra won nyantatia me de kan asem
yeah of course
odisia ohodu bi ku ba bi nsutobre mu no owo aduane wo ho
yeah
enu na se sia Mahama odi bo no WhatsApp ni no wo Ghana no
yeah
enu na ma wu se MPP for o ma dunu mu yedai
edo
they are leaders of a nation. And never a MPP company for your pamucho. Makotina Yamon come on build the ideas. Mum building ideas. Na Dr. Mahmoud Bwumia Samba Mudia Buano. Nanya Ayiwe. Kennedy Japan and a Coco Ayi. Dr. Mahmoud Bwumia did petrol. Ayi goes for petrol. But so I was also the kind.
I overcome.
The Tina Yadiri Adjon everywhere. The ticket amount everywhere. Huh? The ticket amount I born the ball and now say, I Robert Paul also near what a mind ball you all.
Hey, a man ball, I'm a Kayasimo. Hey,
huh?
I'm a Kayasimo.
What the shift for my and the next top of the yes,
yes.
A tria actually. Dr. Mahmoud Bwumia, who could boost an history was showing you know or you brilliant.
Yeah, of course. A man for
brilliant. Also, so the way a California boy, I can say, Massachusetts boy. Who's not a cat you who room. One also saw Canada, no time for who man cat. One have a cry. Yes, without. Because Putin is shot. What you say? It's not about the cancer. Goes for oil and yet. One, I do it. If we are sitting in our Musadia oil and a Bwagana.
Yes.
Dollar and some other kind. Cafe. Who cruise no more do a mabao. The Pastia Busa said, Kenny. Ya power chow. My one more ideas to say almost $5 next day. And about the back 8 and the better one.
Oh, baby, you better bossy.
You better one. You better bossy. And now, that 8 and the better one. Here who say yes, it's in a shopper. Within so I do. No one to me and pharmacy that 8 things are. For the amount China Monshire, who will see and ye be my tea. I put poor Democrats on them. Your pono, your spinach, and then your mouth.
Yeah.
Your pono, your spinach by up and bone. The one I'm going to trade. Mr. Mafo,
Amen.
Catcher and I say, love him so much, any doctor. Now I shop one from also the campaign. You are chatting. You can watch it. You can't see a Pamano. Yet your brother on your photo with a car.
Van Damme car.
On the photo Van Damme car. Yes, you say, oh, let's bring some Ghana. I would go by the mobile from Roba and one fine. Mukas near the Bram celebrity for more Ghana, yet the Abrawana. This time you need the whole. You need the hostel, you know. Yes, Shamo. It's your food that I brought alien, I would say alien. Oh, put that up. Put your Tiwamo. The so many about who crash and I know it to me. A brand now capital heroes and Deben Hill Hono. For the catcher, the dear Winners had the class at the Yaba Asadia. Musika now never caught a downward Bruno. Who does the kind of who buy it? Who's the way a demo cost plan or your two pushing a crumple?
So you show your disaster management and everything.
Yo, yes, our papa, who disaster no sky in a way, and now disaster firm kind of web. Rebecca Traye, a young from university who real planner are you up? What do two are you so?
Ah, Pedroso. What do
two Pedroso?
National Service, you cry one year. What's your
problem? If you put that to earlier Monday, your town white, put them mobilizing your town, huh? Your shamo. I was so your Bama, put the MP the Bako to seller, your town.
Yeah.
And then why you can't say double salary now, not double cost that would not be.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, I remember that campaign against you. With double salary now, would you know? The progress now, we MP. How to me for double salary. Criminal to sell. Would take criminal to sell, would this alien or people or force ano. One coming in baby, alien or implementing the mao. As we your age, when you knew, and I would be about for that.
Aye.
punishment maybe I don't know.
Punishment no ebi no no. Na ka we dey kanya wanwa wo free wo as wo young age wo tiri ho kwape sa ewurade. Wo nya mother wo nya sika kokko ekoye oba nfa de wo dey the boy. Wo fo bi sa. Wo dey me say ye chan fabra. Okuta fabra kwa me say mobilize na fabra. Kana fo enefo ya ma me mo na akasa tra omo nte ye dia no mo ade ye wo fa so mo na akasa tra omo nte there's a komutia okuja ko who are you, how dare you come here say how dare you put your chair people from penny for so mo chan fabra mobilize fabra so who ni ayi atente wo tia wo a fabra ye chair mo nyina 10 ye catch la wo yire no $100 million ye di o in light no one body wo be crop fabra ye di bra ami phone here
me da si bebre mama. Thank you very much. God bless you. Abusia enti your sister Esther na ya den ya te nka no yeah phone lines no ye krosu mama kan message the comment kakra na yemfanchia adofo enti from the bottom by kwajo say Syrian course NDC empty phobia members so at the motion be about no this is Facebook nkwa and I met to me hu amana ye atiefo amofre me nyina me da mu nyina ase and mo bere am spend day to call me. Thank you very much. Mommy Esther, Sister Diana Pia, and Sister Che Deborah. Yeah, Fiura, that's a Phobia Member TV, our Facebook, Essanso, our YouTube. A boy to my power, me when the chia quite. Sansona George Anan, say hello, good evening. Thank you for your good work. I'm watching you closely from Mari. Oh, yeah, Mari to say. Ibrahim Ali, or say 8. Breaking the 8, I don't know. In any case, Abusia, Koswa, and I like a video, no mama. Now, all like a video, no mama, I said, Sabio, why ya, dear mammy, and Kasa. So if you support my work, my way of doing it, the message and say, like a video, no mama. But they won't support to my way of doing it, but they like it. I like it. Johnson Ade, I say you guys should be very careful with Kennedy and Japan. Johnson, I'm into us. What do you mean by you should be very careful? Sansuna, by just a Christian president is using a Muslim's economy idea. By what can I say? Muslim is young person be Ghana man. So another day, or no, the ideas or the Ben Eddie Boer man. Ghana for Sansuna Thomas Marf was it. Those whose mentality are low, thieves, fool, and for that was why they voted for the NDC party to come back to rule Ghana again. I got you, bro. Diana Piasi sono criminali. They are criminals. We Italica sono criminali. The meaning is they are criminals. Yeah, or you name the four. I or tre Italica. Sansona ba me retapia ono so no kiss na too sure any energy and my sister if what takes in Nigeria was very very sad for the country time will tell and sister Diana be was they are sono truffatori and they are fraudsters. Oh, no. I can't just say, many a big woman. I treat the Cassa. I see sono truffatori. As a Chinese say, they are fraudsters. Sanson Nana Bai, Nana Bema, or see NDC, Grassy for Party. Nana Bema, will say, RAZ, how are you doing? I'm doing good. Great, thank you. Sanson and sister by the Botre, Mani Botre. What is saying? I say hello to Unity Wache. Samson, sister, by the way, say, Ras, but, Ras, that food is not meant for children, it's for the farmers. Yeah, and this is said, and for in case of emergency. A come see ya, a come be see ya, and come a pian the above until the best of hunger emergency. Samson, sister, Rosopoku Bwumia, I said, there is God, God should come and save us from the hands of these incompetent people. Sister, if we're Dixon Ajay and Nemanteonka, I said, they don't understand, but they are crapping, funny party. Yes. Assembly Mahama Bekambia, or see the Ghana Kwako, Muslim Krana, and this is supported in our born in some. Who besides Assembly no Kaya, who know I can't know. I ask Sister Akosia Nyameche, Mama, at the saying, Sister Akosia Nyameche say fire upon fire. Yes. Yatras, yes, yeah, stabilize it here. You saw camera and there be open Jani Abeto. The reality. Ejana Yatranyat, the hopes in there. Minyana was saying cabin children because we're good and who any mass. Hopes or ye nipa be he deserved to be crucified. If what this in a job, say Mahama is very, very confused. Trust me. We appointment to Kroya, which say he's confused. Sister Fuatis was a former President Anado. Oh, mete former na ye me ya. Papa kojo home why. The wire man what the wire man Ghana for Yankopon and the nim on the betuauka. Kama said the F and Fata. Ewo kwa papa so. Or say if what Dixon Ajay or say former President Anado Dankwa. God will always work for him. The battle is still the Lord. From Ifwa Dixon, Ajay, US, Chicago, IL. Sister Diana, I see no comment. Ifwa Dixon, I say good afternoon, bro. Good afternoon to you, mama. I had a number job about 11 o'clock. Sansona Benjamin, Asadi Bediakon, I say from Columbus, Ohio. US, very excellent program. Keep it up. Thank you. Unity Abuaje, I say, hello to all. You're welcome. Felicia, I say, good job. Thank you. Bresson Johnson Ofosu, I say, hi. SKBTV. SKBTV. Ewo Facebook. Esanso. Ewo YouTube. He is live now. You put me down when now I join SK. Now I support no. I'm on any program. Come on. Phobia Member TV. Ewo Facebook. Esanso. Ewo YouTube. Also actually obeso camera. Put me join no. Now I support no. Coffee large. But whom first? Greetings to you, Coffee. Baby Obia. Greetings to you. I say NDC is a liars. They don't have anything good to offer Ghanaians. Sansona Kofi Large BM was a good afternoon, Ras. Yebra Panini Kwesi Asamoah. Brother, how are you? Senior man. Hopes everything is going on well. Sister Diana Pia. Abusia Hiteri Kasani Atreni Help. I say bene grazie. Etu tua famiglia tutto bene. Abusia ewe ye kwane Latin. Yes. Mami Diana obe kumio. Edu obi anu atre ni twi. Edu obi anu atre ni brofo. Edu obi anu atre ni Hiteri Kasam. Ya ye dim. I know challenge. Mr. Wilson Kofi, I say greetings to everyone. Mr. Wilson, you're welcome. Frank Kofi, I say good evening. How are you, bro? I'm doing good. Buo Kwajo, I say Kafra. Hey, me Kwajo. And then the one trekkers, and I think, dear Nancy, one trekkers. But then can no matter what me treat me, can I what and we say, yes, I'm here. Sansona Franklin Tio Frimpong, I say good evening to you. Sister Norida Nya Condalet from Palermo. I say good evening, Mr. Mafo. How are you doing and the family? Hope all is well. Everything is great here. Thank you and I'm grateful for wherever you are. Bwokwajo, say good evening, Ras and the members. Good evening to you, Bwokwajo. Abusha Mesrao. Say, Oba, you will comment. My mo would be around me, now they are chairman. That time the fire was on and I needed to concentrate to bring more of the young kind of say the information. So the bay continue now ubia uti abeti asye yenti oba ya otwe comment and the man who anchiawa Mr. Wano Facheme. Don't take it personal. Sansona Jennifer Adu from Facebook. Say good evening, oh bro. Good evening to you, Jennifer. I want to say, Sansona Philip Kofi and I say prosperity will judge them for sure. Kofi Michiao, oh baby, Obia. Kwaku Fen Media, see Mr. Mafo. Hello man, how are you? Sansona sister ba kupe dada ba afie chamboache. Mame, as I say, I say good after my brother. Hope all is well. All is very, very well with me. Thank you. Sansona Baikujo, see, NDC has stole Bwumia's idea, but they still not know the details in that go there. Yeah, that is it. I'm worried, but when I'm first on my year, no, and then a yasem no. I was a video no like and a hearing pa and Tikoswana like man. Phobia member TV, I greet you, I salute where you are. YouTube ni Facebook, but my when a chair was support no. Evans and Kama Kofimia, how are you doing? These days you are not active. Hope said, no, home foul. I hope so. Here. So as soon as senior Bennett, or see good, or see Ghanaians will suffer for voting against Dr. Bwumia. That is true. Phobia and I can also share. So as soon as Elizabeth Frimpon, say good evening, bro. Good evening to you. Sister Che Deborah, or remind me of the person I was after, who was what is the name? TB Joshua. Daniel Manu, I say good job, bro. Good job. Thank you. Ciao, Daniel. Sasuna by Kujo. I say I knew it. NDC don't have the balls to rule Ghana without stealing MPP Dr. Bwumia's idea. Great. By Kojobi, I say copycat. Shame on the NDC. Sansuna by Kojobi, I say hello family, you're welcome. Sister Diana, I say good evening, beautiful family. Charles Nkroma, I say Mr. Mafu, good evening, keep it up. Your good work. Sansuna Roxton Oduro, Mama bye sir. Sister Esther K. Barima Fiora, so good evening, RAZ Media GH. Good evening to you, Mama. Thank you for calling in. Mama retapia, Michelle Bie, Obia. I'm retapia BM, yeah, Akumana sa. SKBT is a good evening to everyone. SK, thank you for coming. And Mike Apreku, also my program is the insult people give, and that is bad. I hope so I did not insult anybody, but I tried to make things clear to the people. Yeah. Tony Yabua, good evening to you where you are. See, greetings, senior man. You're welcome, Tony. You were the first person that commented on this. You are the first person that, what them call, commented on this video. Johnson Ade said, you guys should be careful with Kennedy, Japan. I mean, stop attacking him. You can't bring Kennedy, Japan alone for the NPP defeat. You guys cannot bring Kennedy, Japan alone for the NPP loss. No, Rastaman, don't cause no harm. Me I no cause no harm. Me I dey talk about things where that man caused. And as he said, he is my man, but he is my senior man. But on one kind, I say the evil that man caused lives after him. On one kind. So, what do you say? Bwumia, Ade, it's not about personal. Ye miya ye kuro. Kuro na Kennedy, eka ho bia ye twade ato ye nan ho no. Se ye miya ma na nwu a, ye ho nto yen. Ye ntumi win the election back. Enti obi bia de wona kuma mu bia, o se mo ma na kwanya na onka. So because how crowd that was so now can wasema or how no free mu now be ye free. Enti de obia person kano mo manenka na ye honto yen na yen make it sanity in the party na yensamra yechi and time we why Mr. Wa na me time Kennedy, but I have to look in his eye and tell him, say, because of his personal interest, he has caused a huge damage to the party. Yeah, more can't show one. And Yabusan for RAZ Media GH. Wow, went to me and can comment, fetch me. Yeah. Oi, Chairman, yo, Chairman. Chairman Drew, Paimba. Chairman Drew. Chairman, yo, Chairman. Chairman, I want to say, Michelle Yepa, thank you for your support. Patricia Du on Facebook, Michelle. Michael Safo, Michelle. Flanking Tio Frimpon, Michelle. Desmond Adu. Also, Michelle Yepa. Sister Nanda Nyako, Michelle. And Sister Diana, Michelle. It has been the day. I think said today we had a lot. Thank you very much for coming. And as we always do, we're going to meet again tomorrow at the same time. Until we meet again, adios. But me nyawkwa. Tie video we see. Na one timing can be a man. Na makraw. But modern self subscribe. Obe like video no. Na odo on sabatiano. Ebe si adomano so. Said ebe ya eba life wa. Wonso no. Ubenya amanebo. Say about life. Makraw. See you tomorrow. Bye.
I'm going to to see MPP for to more under President Bubu. What do you think? You call court and you touching for me? Say you call airport. You are. Do you have the goddamn right to stop somebody who put on a valid passport, put on a valid ticket from traveling, unless you have a court order? Memo beyond the ending trunk Chelsea betting airport. I got you away. What the hell? Ooh, that idea. Yeah, means so I am going for that. They have a teach you why not? Do you have an order? Do you have a police report? Do you have a search or a bench warrant or a search warrant? You don't have. You have not even filed any complaint with anybody. Say, I'm not teach for police. Busa Tamil so buy a rolling to catch us one teaching for to be teaching Obiano. Because the law does not work in your anus. The law does not work in your stomach. The law certainly does not work in your mouth. The law works within the jurisdiction of Ghana. Who need to me and to me kochi who take? Let's now feel so Jana for that down and the other kochi and evidence. Opening case, yes, starting opening case. 8 years opening case now. Opening case, yes, starting opening case now. Opening and opening fertilizer. 8 years was show down. Oh, the old guy say, yeah, you look like kochi moving now house of kochi. NBC winning this weekend, 1 week. Oh, you cannot catch anybody focal unless you have a proper law. Now, if you want to lawyers, a fancy lawyers. Kochi, would you owe to me a corner kochi? So if you can go and go, kochi, Master, me say, man, won't BP. Don't give yourself blood pressure. Ghana politics. Yes, American politics. They say, one winning. NBC and for MPP befa a game of chess. O call Missy Bronya party NBC for being MPP for the was here. But yes, I am baby. Serious. Party got friends, some party bones, I mean, they are the chief chilling boys. No more to no more later. Do you know the men doing on that day? And go for honey idea. Obian to meet you, Obia, Miss Opening case. You didn't call 8 years cobra. One can you jail? Finance boys here, boss in the uncle video, and you have a contact. I don't own the actual jail. The actual opening case 8 years. Actually, or you brother riches. You cannot find the evidence. Who's your opening up? We have advisor. Bring the evidence to court. What evidence number 8 years? That's 10 years back. No, nothing. Nothing. When people are lying to you, we are actually NBC main focus, and I see what President Mahama wants to do. His main focus is to make sure that he leaves the legacy. Oh, just legacy. In fact, students will come and read about him. That is what he wants to do. Both tell you that if you are double salary, it's true. First, NBC why the double salary? Why don't you prosecute you under double salary? Why am I to be prosecuting under nobody? Some might no, just say zero. Finito, nobody. They couldn't prosecute even some might cry under it. Also, we acquire double salary. Why to me? Evidence they can't say more court. Food soldiers say, "Yeah, what do money or court? It be evidence will they use for court. You not be talk. You not be just they will they make for court. Court to do on me to charge sheet, bra. What the charge sheet? Because I say, what is the offense? I will charge in the patrono. What are the ingredients of the offense? Where is the evidence to support the ingredients in that offense? And you have to prove beyond reasonable doubt. Who did he attempt to that kingdom come? Nobody go see him. You know, go jail anybody in Poppy. You have to have evidence. You have to have evidence. Why not evidence here? And obviously, a chief justice. And you say, no. Obviously, you change the constitution. Man cannot change the constitution like that. Too. Yeah, President Ron is more than a constitution to her. And rules and regulations, terms and conditions apply. Into our terms and conditions here, dear. Now, when you say want to be changing country, there are rules and regulations from our I'll bet me. I yes, sorry, Keke. One budgeting for President Mahama. No, yeah, but they are priorities. Here, and Sunny, dear Fata.
So chair, yeah, Jumano about 12 years ago. When one hopes Adorye, Eddie Jomama and the Yatamo from Nancy Copimso, 6 months of Gana from Frantoni and Penwa Yinedi, because of Oko warrior, no more protocol warrior, it's a leg then be a woman tea, and your palm or warrior that the first day near Pamono. And now, most of our hopes in Namujin say, with Jan and Ananama airport. Are there any penny in this Wobeko airport? I call with the Jomama and the Yin Natem, and your matam was 6 months. Wako Kafa Frantoma from Frantogu, who soon obey. And not yet, who saw when you have to say, I found your baba, Umami about Papa by. Umami and Papa by.
Yes, out of
our mom said, free now free empty, you free MP Mono. I think Matthias said, now Omu deserves whom you in them. Hopesing. So also because what Jimmy say, ya, you know, to be Jimmy say, ya. So also be Jimmy say, ya. Because when we say election, idiot, who can to try and pay a candle, be a can trust him now, person can be. But after election, so we will be a winning answer. Now, what does me, yes, so now we dream say Nipa Junior, Timia. Honorable Kennedy Japon. Ebra wa yo mi sense when buy ya okunya nkrata me pa cho o de koma okuye to bra kwa o de koma aban o so otu ni hu si ho edi papa ne court enti wuni nipa 28 ya o my corruption mu na edi sika. What are you waiting for? So baba TV so no beka say ya na na do buy MPP ba so ubejimi say ya ujimi wo ho ana we with them we be say ye do ko to silik enne ma enam so ama na adwin se o we so powerful to the extent e ma ma so e do ko ra security adwuma mu a emfaso bia ma so ukogu kanda pa ni mu ase wa ko set tribe we say wa broni ese ko gu kanda pa ni mu ase kwa for no reason. And I repeat, hear me. HOPESON ADORYE and yes, will be the town. Name said, "Oh, yeah, no, say, ya, na so by ya." And you know, so couldn't say, ya. If you say, we are okay, me see, I say, what I can tell smart to am okay, and no crap back to say, Queen. And you may remember video, what ye, and no crap back to say, any oka. Na by and this is na by abantino or ka the bostu no ho na enipa 28 and o my say and now they also what temper media me wo more than na why say demrekutu no si ho o 28. What are you waiting for? Court to find out straightforward na okuje to na recommend no nyansa be no nim ono ne ho pra boss wa oto no okuye to be why yet see net Ghana ye hwe one single person okuye to ebetimi nekoto ensamu ya hwe the mo fi say MPP from pay the phone go na say MPP for no omu se bi omu de omu ye picture and as we John Binti now quite of fine say me the I got twins home na kwache no they woken I was so agree don't go use evidence go the boss forward. What are you? Jimmy say ya Anna. What it on the air now? What you want now? Okay. Me hear short video in terms of me video no. Me in me. And now what you want money Captain Smart can say. I Ebra mo ba ban mo no na wo hwese de ne no matie na o kete na ado say onye resafo a eno ka ho bi o ka bi bia kere na ado a Akufo Addo no aka straight forward yate ase o ko gina wa wo prese yenye resafo na wo se wuni ne wo sire yenye resafo wo mo na wo se wuni ene wo se ana yenye resafo wo mo wa ko gina wo se yenye resafo na uno nipa na wo se won de yenyini fi ba bi wo no mpacho ono so oni yiri ni ma ade boni na motumi yesa se de ye wo ya yi wu a me ahyase a omu yi wu na ye me ya pa me kan na da na ha me pa because how na wo ne communicate e wo social media ni ade no na ye fe but actually na class ya esesen ya ye hu ade kode nam so a ye di yi wadi no ana me hu sa se ye nyina kwanchen entwe o mani say ye nyanka ne mutu to think kan ya mpa wa nya careful nti me hu na mso okay ani na eja na to na asan be so mu na na ado eni wo se na ado obusuafo edi sika ma ye nti wom ese bukuru en bukuru ayira all of the sudden bukuru ayira say den kan di saba hopsin for bukuru ko Mahama na won for na ado nkotum simple onfa aye Gabriel Chidako nkotum finance minister nkotum ochihin yemfa nkotum achimfo na yemfo ngugum ne de obere ahon batoro no ade a wuye ubebu hu aten rough ye nye campaign bi mu ya to aba na wi ma wi ni ye ni de ni se o ye campaign ma NDC mo party wi ni hete wo ye NDC ni yenim ala ye NDC ni yenna yenim mo party abapawa. What are you waiting for? Buku no is academy na. Fa buku ni pie enimanimu ya. Na fa koma okruyeto. Fa koma okruyeto bra kwa se adwapade bia na nado en na busuafo asesa. Na se wo buku mu a wo se wo da na wo da no. Fa kokoma no na ye okruyeto enkofa na nado eni Gabriel Chidako. Eni esanti bedi etu no mu ye fo mu nengogu sawom. Even some quality shop. Yes, them front will be near for a gentleman for Mummy show myself because almost your mind abroad. Why? Now, count on Mama politics night time, Papa. This time, Mama politics at time, my dream one dream. Campaign, oh, who can say, kind of Obia or Hong ya to a baby, Bosume Mai, now the new president is so. Bosume Mai. Mafrasie, a different agenda. I'm a Ghana for who say Yarambaka, de Cosevier, Natonko for trim, and Susua, yen trim for being good name, or Mampanico for time, the same thing. Ye shed on the power between hope see with me at Nakotum. So when you are for being Kotuma, over two baby here. Because Ghana Mamremuno, so be a corruption and Huna, what new corruptono, what do you go court? Why would me a court? Am I equid nothing? Oh, can I come over to? So 28. Mamma been count. A year for double count and 48, for becoming 48. Why? Could be count, for me count and 48. Near twin, they who is a woman, young Musa for gentles, no, almost seeing. Now, what all, young one. Oh, pressing every shuffle. Obi papa, ADD. O see, what na wache, yem pamono. Unso tena wache, ye pamo wodia, o see, mentiasie, ebe sinde.
Now we call it reshuffle. Now see, we need no sin. You go reshuffle, man.